Good morning.
Hey, carnivores.
Hello.
We are back for another fine weekend chat here at 700 plus pounds and counting down. We kind of altered that to make it more clear to people.
The last one of 2023.
2023. We made it. We made it. That's why I put a mic drop on my last Instagram post. That was a mic drop for 2023. I think we killed it. We kicked 2023's butt. We won.
Yeah. It's already the 31st here, so it's going to tick over for us later tonight.
That's awesome.
In the future.
Yeah, tell me how 2024 is.
Looks, yeah.
Well, we're actually might go for a little drive and find a lookout somewhere so we can watch the fireworks in the city. But I don't want to go into the city because there's too many people parking and all that stuff. But find a nice little spot. So I'll try and send you a video of the fireworks in Melbourne if it
That'd
happens.
Be awesome. I will rate them as a professional fireworks critic.
I'm sure we'll get a rating of 1 compared to your fireworks.
I definitely want to see it. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
How was everybody's Christmas? How'd you guys fare?
All right. Nothing special. Just me and myself.
You and yourself and I. What did you do? Anything fun for dinner?
Christmas Eve, I made a turkey breast, boneless, and then I made a top sirloin tip roast that I made, but I made it in the sous vide, so I left it overnight. So I had that the very next day. But on Christmas, I made chili.
Nice.
Carnivore chili.
Carnivore chili, yeah.
And
I'm going to get your recipe.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see it too because I do like carnivore chili. And nothing special. We watched Die Hard together. You jerk.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we did. And we all watched the Die Hard together. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. That
Nothing
was
special.
Christmas movie. Yep.
I forgot.
It was a week ago.
We're just part of the furniture now, Todd.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're always together, so it's
we're nothing special now. I get it. I heard what you said. How about you, Lindy? What'd you do?
Yeah, my Christmas is good. We went to my husband's family for Christmas and celebrated with them. There were about 25 people. They had a pizza Christmas, ordered pizzas. So I kind of ate beforehand. I made some little meatballs with cheese in it and ate them on the way there. So I was really good on the day. I didn't go off plan at all. And then for Christmas Day, I went to my daughter's and she did a barbecue. We had prawns on skewers, all on the charcoal grill. She made T-bone steaks and chicken shashliks. So it was delicious. I made a carnivore cheesecake, which was the texture was very cheesecakey, but yeah, I don't think I'll make it again. If I'm going to have a cheesecake, I want the real thing. It didn't taste as good as it looked. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had some of those carnivore cheesecakes, and you're like, this belongs on a cracker, not as a cheesecake, like a cheese bread,
Right.
It did feel like I just got a block of Philadelphia cream cheese out of the fridge and took a bite, like Bella does with her butter sticks. Yeah, it didn't really do it for me, but that's all good. I tried it. I'm glad I didn't like it because it could be deadly if I did. So yeah, it was a win.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything special either. just hung out with you guys and watched the movies and had prime rib. That was good. Had a lot of prime rib. This was a year of prime rib. And then got ready for selling fireworks for New Year's. So that's what we're doing now. So that's really fun. And it was pretty funny. I ordered DoorDash because I got 3 kids that are working out at the fireworks stand with me and I had to order DoorDash. And I was like, man, this brings back memories. I hadn't ordered DoorDash in a year. And then they wanted Chipotle. So we ordered DoorDash. In fact, Michael, I sent him a text and Michael made me a pretty funny little meme and he wasn't wrong. Yeah, that meme you could post.
Yeah, you didn't tell me this before.
I know, I didn't think about it. I knew you were on it. I knew somebody brought it up. Michael made this. He's not wrong.
A few minutes later at the DoorDash headquarters in San Francisco. Oh my God, Todd is back. He's off Carnivore. No, you went though, but yeah, that's excellent.
I was laughing only because Michael understood my monthly bill at DoorDash when I was on the sad diet. But yes, that was fun. And but yeah, it's like, man, how ridiculous it was to do. I used to do that without thinking about it, and now it's like one time when I was mad, it's like, who pays this much for rice and beans on a piece of crap flour tortilla?
Could have bought a lot of steak for that price.
Could have bought a lot of steak. Yeah, for sure. Mama Cracker, how are ya?
Happy. Yeah.
You didn't finish. You didn't finish this saying.
What is it? Oh, he says something naughty after that, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's mother. Mother-in-law, I think it is.
Hi, Missy.
Hey, Missy. Let's see here.
Hi, Pearl. I'm still hoarse and coughing, but I can still listen. We posted Christmas celebrations until everyone feels better. Postponed. Yeah, she's been unwell, so I hope. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling a little better. But yeah, do Christmas when you're better. You can take advantage of all the Christmas sales then for presents if you haven't bought them already. So win-win.
For sure. For sure, Mama. We for sure. But yeah, and then I guess we got a little bit of kind of a random surprise too, because we're gonna give out some members only memberships. So we're gonna try that today.
Yep.
Yeah. That's kind of interesting because we have a members only section, and I guess we didn't know this, but we have so many to give a month or something. And so being that the month's almost over, we're giving them out.
Let's just make it clear. It's members for YouTube, not OnlyFans.
Oh, well then count me out.
And Michael's trying elf Santa hat for technical guru hat. So he's got a lot.
Everybody out in the crowd just went.
I'm sure your lime green stockings and lycra suit and neckties.
I'm working on it. I'm gonna try to put some content up in those tights we were talking about for sure. But no, my members only section, I'm gonna start doing a live stream, a members only live stream once a week, and then I'm gonna do well then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do some updates. I know my week gets busy with my regular job, so I don't know that I'll stay super consistent with it, but I will stay consistent with a weekly members only live stream, and then also members only priority comments and stuff if people have questions or need answers. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm putting online.
Yeah. For me, I'll be doing the January challenge. I've got a few things going on. So just for accountability, I thought I'll document daily what I'll be doing. So like what I eat, if I'm fasting, all that stuff, how I'm feeling, my, wins and struggles, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to document that for January. And then after that, if I'm really good, I'll continue doing it daily, or it might be every second day or something. But my 2-year anniversary is coming up on the 3rd of January, and 2 years I've been doing carnivore, and it's been a blur. There's been so many changes, and I just couldn't tell you what had happened. I just ate meat, but I couldn't tell you what all my victories were, and it's just, it's all happened so quickly. So I'd like to document the rest of my journey so I can go back and have a look and see where I've come from. So yeah, I'll put as much into that little members area. So next year I can go back and reflect on my year.
For sure. that'll be awesome to be a year down the road and be able to do kind of a recap video and kind of a time lapse kind of, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
And when you're feeling a bit down, you think, oh gosh, because you see yourself every day in the mirror and you just look the same all the time. But when you look back on the videos, you can actually see a lot of changes. So I think that you need that accountability to keep you on track.
Absolutely. And then for me to sweeten the deal, if I get 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to start putting nipple pictures in there. So that's a joke, algorithm. watch me immediately get shadow banned.
Taking off one.
Yeah. Brew.
Senior members areas, so not everyone will see, which is cool. So you should be fine.
Exactly. Only people that ask for it.
Greetings. So happy to see all three of you. I have a long way to go, 120 pounds, and seeing all your successes gives me hope. I am part of the Steak and Butter gang too, just finishing my first month. Yay, great. We'll see you, I think, Wednesday. Awesome. Wednesday's our next meeting, your Wednesday.
That'd be awesome.
Cool. You can get there.
That'd be super. Yeah, you gotta say hi to us while you're in there. That'd be amazing. I'd love to see it. Yeah, that'd be great. Let's see. I was gonna say what because we got 5 more people that are coming in from the giveaway too, so that'll be really interesting. So next week of SBG is going to be pretty awesome. A lot of fans of the show are going to be in there. That's going to be great.
Yeah, got lots of guests. Dr. Chafee's going to be on next month. Dr. Baker,
yeah.
Dr. Berry, I think
Berry.
is going to be. Rebecca Hushman. Is it Dr. Hampton? I can't remember now. I think there was one more. So
I think
a lot
it
of
was.
others. Yeah. So we'll be in there with our questions. Always got questions for the doctors.
Yeah, I think so for sure. I think it was him, Hampton and Chafee. I think we're both being there, and Sean Baker. So that'll be really, really interesting. And then let's see. I gotta take this stupid phone call. I can't believe I'm doing this right now, but I got a tiny emergency.
Yeah,
so
no problem.
keep it going. I'll be right back.
All right.
So how are you going with your challenge? Are you all set for your challenge for January?
January, yep. I am fasting. Tomorrow will be my last meal. Tomorrow's dinner, and then after that, I weigh myself January 1st. I haven't weighed myself in 2 months, so it's going to be very interesting to see. Hopefully it's a good number. It should be. And then after that, fasting for 5 days. Water fast for 5 days, and then no more coffee, no more sweeteners.
Nothing. I was going to ask, will you still have your morning coffee? Nothing, just water.
Tomorrow morning will be my last cup of coffee.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I like, especially in the winter, I like something hot in the morning, and I look forward to that. But I've quit it before. I can do it again.
Yeah, I've been having just a hot water, and I just pop an LMNT in it because I don't like it in my soda because it fills up and overflows. So just having it in my coffee. Oh, sorry, not my coffee. In my hot water in the morning because I love my hot drink as well. But I just love the way it goes down in the morning. It's very relaxing, I guess. But I don't miss coffee. But when I do go out with friends, I'll have a coffee then, and I don't mind it. But I just have the one, and then that's it. I don't crave it afterwards. I think that's a good place to be with it. Hi, Rachel from Western Australia. Nice to see another Aussie here. They're all slowly coming out of the woodwork, so all the carnivores, those Aussies. Nice. Hi, Karen. How are you? Hi, Lindy, Todd, and Michael.
Hi, Beth.
So my challenge, I'll be doing the 5-day fast with you, as Todd will be. We're jumping on board to support each other, help each other through the fast. So, yeah, haven't done a 5-day fast before. I think you've done was it 10 days or 21?
Like 2 days, or not 2 days ago, 2 years ago, I think I went 9 or 10 days, I think it was.
Yeah. We're just talking about our challenge, our fasting challenge.
Right on. Yeah. Let's see here. I am going to be doing lion diet. Well, we're doing the 5-day fast. Oh, the fasting challenge, not the month challenge or the month. But yeah.
The fasting part, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be awesome. Yep. Start off 2024 to let it know who's boss. Got to set the tone for sure.
Yeah. And then line. I've actually been doing line the last couple of days. I did eat a lot of cheese over Christmas, and the scales are reflecting that change. So, like, I've got a lot of inflammation. I just feel like crap. So, cheese and me do not mix. Yeah. So I thought I'll jump into line straight away and try and get rid of this inflammation before the new year. And I'm feeling a bit better. The scale's finally going down again this morning, which I was happy about.
And then the other thing is, if anybody wants to join us with the Life Intermittent Fasting app, that we're going to have a group and we're all going to track each other. I'm going to post a link into the chat, and that'll take you right to our group. If anybody wants to go on a fast with us.
Yeah, that's awesome. We can fast together.
I've just been logging in my fasting, what I've been doing. So see, it's really cool. That's me now. 13 hours into a fast. So that's what it looks like. And when you get to that little red thing, that means I'm in autophagy now. So,
right.
And then a little alarm goes off when I hit 18 hours, and I'm done. I can go and eat. So I like to do a bit of intermittent fasting for that autophagy. So it's really handy to have. And some people are like, oh, why do you need an app to fast? But I like the visual. I like to see that circle, and I love it when it gets into that red zone, and I get excited, and that keeps me on track.
And then you can support each other back and forth, everybody that's in the group, right?
Yeah. You can put little smiley faces, post a message, tell each other how you're going. So even if you don't like fasting, you can jump in and just and just just say hi, how you going? Doing really well. Just cheer us on, keep us accountable, keep us motivated.
Keith, you're going to fast with us, right?
Keith was an emphatic heck no. He's on priming.
So we're going to ban him from all our chats so he doesn't send us photos of his food.
That's right. Better not.
He's going to be in there posting pictures of ribeyes and some of his earth oven food and drive us crazy.
Yeah, I'm seriously considering
joining. I believe that says, yeah.
You maybe will help me stay on track. It's definitely worth joining for January at least. See how you go, but you've got all the doctors there as well, so it's going to be a brilliant month. And once you're in the community and you see the meetings and the stories, I did leave SBG for a little while after I finished I thought I was fine with carnivore. I was doing really well, and then that's when the mindset just changed, and then it was so easy to fall off again because I just missed having that support network. And since I've been back in, I've just been going great guns. So I definitely liked being in a supportive environment. It's like a big, happy family. So
absolutely. Hey, Mike, how are you?
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Anybody that's doesn't know Mike, you should all hop on. Mike, you should put your channel in the chat so everybody can subscribe to you. Let's see.
Mike Shaw TV.
Hot water is nice. If you get a caffeine headache, you can take a caffeine tablet to get through. Dr. Chafee recommended that. Yeah, he did take caffeine pills or something just to help him break that habit. Definitely worth giving it a shot. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see here. First, we got our first question here. Wait a minute.
Oh, how many fasts have you each had?
Boy. hard to count. Actually, um, fairly regularly. I mean, shoot, I don't know. I mean, just last year, I probably had, well, it depends on what you call fast. I did intermittent fasting, which were OMADs. My first 9 months, I did a 23-hour fast every day for 9 months.
Right.
And then I found out about priming. And so I did that uh pretty much for 2/3 of the last quarter of this year. And then now I'm back to fasting, and kind of my plan for next year is to do alternate day fasting for the first 90 days. So basically only eat 45 days out of the 90 days. So I'm gonna be doing that. How about you, Lindy?
Well, I haven't done much fasting as such since being carnivore. I've just done the intermittent fasting, so maybe like I manage 2 meals a day. So I like to keep 16-hour, 16-8 sort of window for most of my journey. Prior to carnivore, I did do snake juice, following all of that, and I did a 72-hour fast. And that was hard. Like the first 2 days, I was like, gnawing my, wanted to eat my pillow and gnawing at my knuckles. I was so hungry. But then after I hit the 48-hour mark, the next day it was a breeze, and I could have kept going, but it was Easter and we were going to my sister, so I had to break it at 72 hours. So that's the longest fast I've had. That's why I'm excited for this 5-day one. I know it's going to be difficult to start, but once I get over that 72-hour, I'm hoping it'll be really easy.
Right.
So
I think it will be. My longest fast was 21 days. And after like the fourth and fifth day, like every time I fast, no matter how short the fast is, the first hard part is on hour 12 through 14. I get kind of hungry, but not super bad, but I get a little hungry. And then it's always on like the end of the second day, but going into day 3, that one's always bad. And then for whatever reason, like somewhere, usually I have a problem between like day 5 and 7. But after I get past that part, it's like you could go forever. It just feels like, unless you
yeah.
run out of potassium and drop your red blood
Right.
cell count. That happened one time.
But I've been doing a mini prime, so I know I'm going to be fully nourished when I jump into the fast, and I think that's going to make a huge difference. So,
How
are
about you,
you all?
Michael?
Oh, yeah, sorry, Michael.
Oh, it's okay. Well, for fasting, I a couple years ago, like I said earlier, I did the 9 or 10 day, whatever that was, and then for this year, I did a 36-hour fast that I went through. So
Nice. Let's see, Missy. So yes and no. So at first, if you're new to fasting, you should use the aminos.
I will
If
be.
you're if you're having a hard time getting over the hump, like if you're getting real hungry, the aminos are a good hack to be satiated. But it's better if you can do it without the aminos, because aminos, if you're taking aminos, we think this is a hypothesis at this point, but it is our thought. Raymond brought this up the other day. Is our thought that might keep your body from, if you have all this amino acids in your system, it might not have to go get the dormant proteins in your system, so it might stall autophagy, which is one of the main reasons that you do a fast, is for the healing properties of autophagy and mitophagy. And if you have an abundance, if your body's looking around and it sees an abundance of aminos, it might get a little bit confused and it might stall autophagy. So, but it's a good tool to get into the practice of fasting for sure. Let's see.
It's that conversation, but that's good to know because I've run out of aminos. Mine, in Australia Post. Hopefully, I get them in a week or two. But good to know.
Yeah. Let's see
My
here.
fast is about 50-ish hours. Oh my goodness! Wow, that's a
That's a good
feat.
fast. It's a good start for
Mm.
sure. Appreciate it. Michael's putting some posts in here. Let's see here.
Have you three all been members of the Steak and Butter Gang for your whole weight loss journey? Yes, I started 2 years ago, actually December 2021. So I've been in there most of that time, yes.
I started October this year.
And I started September this year, September, I believe.
Maybe.
And
I know it's before me. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did it because I met Lindy, and she was going there, and I had stalled out because I did it for many reasons. I had a lot of reasons to go there. First reason I went there was because people were asking me questions, and so I went there to learn from their coaches to see what people were doing because I didn't have answers to questions people were asking me. And then I got in there, I was like, and I don't need them because I just need to send them here because this place is a wealth of information. So everybody just needs to come here. Like once I was there, I was like, oh, I don't need to be answering anybody's questions because this is a fountain of information. This is where everybody just needs to be if you're starting carnivore. So after that, I was like, I'm not, if it's out of my wheelhouse, I'm just saying, I found this place. It's awesome. You need to go there. But then after I was there, by learning about priming and fasting and these things, I realized that I had stalled my immune system by doing 9 months of OMAD and my metabolic system. My metabolism wasn't going anymore. I was getting tired and I was not waking up with the normal carnivore energy I had. I was under eating, and I started realizing that. So I did the priming and which was the other reason I was there, which highly recommend. So I wish I would have been there from the start because I think things would have went a lot better instead of me just pigheading my way through it all.
Yeah, it's scary to reach out for help. You just want to do it on your own, and I couldn't do it. For 6 months I struggled, and finally reached out to Coach Emily and said, look, I need help. and that was the start of my new life. And I never reach out for help, so it was a really big deal for me. And I don't regret it. I've never looked back. They've pretty much saved my life. So
Absolutely. Speaking of saving lives, look at this right here. Look who's hopping on the clean carnivore train.
Wow, that's my husband. No more dirty carnivore for me. Looking forward to strict carnivore. Yay.
Scott, you put it out there in the ether. Now we're gonna hold you to it. Like
screenshot this.
yeah, we're screenshotting this, and now in the dudes chat, you know what we're gonna be talking about? Dudes in the dudes accountability chat.
Right.
Yeah. Good job, honey. Great job.
Hey.
Hey.
Let's see. There we go. we understood what you meant. Let's see.
I had a funny typo this morning. What did I say? Oh, I was talking about accountability, and somehow the phone got the dictation wrong and said I was a cannibal or something. And the context of that
was funny. That was funny for sure. Yeah, you said cannibal. Yeah, you did, and I was like, I think Lindy says she's gonna eat us. I don't know if we should meet her in KetoCon. She's taking this carnivore thing to a next level. Let's see.
Nice fasting indeed. Is that for my 72-hour? Oh. Hi, Shelley. How are you? Shelley's also an SPGer in Melbourne, just up the road. We're hoping to meet in 2024. So fingers crossed.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's going to get back to us on the fasting. We're trying to catch up on I got too far behind.
I'm on my M1 Mac Mini with a mechanical keyboard, and
He's talking about typos. Mike is a man of few words. You could have put your channel name in there with less characters. And then you just typed in there. Just pointing that out. You probably did it because it was getting stuck in the filter, though. Yeah. I forget. How can we fix that so that people can put links in here? Is there a way we can shut the filter off?
I'll have to do it after the stream.
Yeah, no worry. I mean,
Yep.
just next time, because I forget that's a thing. Do. All right. Oh, I did the do. I can't. I made it all this way.
I'm gonna have to go through all our live streams and record all your do make a video.
I'm making a ringtone.
I'm trying to go through the chat here, and I hate awkward silence, so I to do it. Here we go.
Okay, read the chat right now. So
No
I
worries.
just downloaded the live fasting, had to decline agreement. The second agreement opens your phone to be shared, not capable of blocking. Never saw such a violating app. Oh, okay. I didn't even know. I don't read things. I just click on everything, which is probably a better thing to do. But yeah. Yeah, I've never had any issues with it. I've had the app for, I got it off SVG because they've got different groups. And yeah, I've never had an issue with it. Yeah.
I'll have to look into it. Well, we'll have sick Michael on it if
I'm checking right now to see what permissions it needs.
See, I know you're talking. You're talking like Michael's pet peeve. If it's spying and messing with him, cyber security, he's all over it. Absolutely, Kimberly.
I wonder if he's on iPhone.
Huh.
Because I'm not. It's not asking me for any permissions. The only thing it's asking me for is photos, access to my photos because of when I set up my icon. Other than that, it's not asking for you. I'm on Android, so it's not asking me for
nothing.
Really? Strange. I'm happy when I can do OMAD. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Yeah, that's okay.
We're gonna let it go this time, but next time. Thanks for coming. There we go. Just kind of cranking through some of these. So tell us, did you guys like the Christmas special? We thought that was fun. I really liked the engagement and the, the giveaways and stuff. What'd you guys think?
I loved the graphics that Michael did. I thought they were in the spinning wheel.
It was awesome.
He did an awesome job.
He did a great job. We looked really professional, I thought.
Just take a quick look at private chat, guys.
Okay.
Oh.
But while they're doing that, I'm just going to put this up here. Speaking of the Christmas giveaways, there is the winners list of everybody that won something on the giveaways.
Oh, wow.
All the SPG memberships have been sent out. The gift cards and the books and the shirts that will take place next week.
Yep. We are.
And then I'm also looking for, I'm still waiting for Lass and Alan Bennett to email me, please. So if you guys are watching, please send me an email.
Yeah. That was an excellent giveaway. Cool prizes. And those who got the Carnivore bars, you need to send me an email. Let me know how they taste.
Super fun.
I see that SPG is cycling meals a lot, changing up how much to eat day by day on their schedule. How much has it benefited your success? A lot. You need to change things up. Otherwise, your body gets used to the pattern that you're in and it slows down your metabolism. So cycling meals and adding a bit of fasting.
I've been priming for the past 3 weeks.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, what happened to me over 9 months of just doing OMAD, one meal, is every time I ate, I got a little bit less and a little bit less and a little bit less, just because it really does this pattern and your body thinking that, for whatever reason, you're in a terrible environment where you can only scrounge up food once a day, and it just starts running your immune system down, and then everything slows down and you get a little bit less hungry, and then pretty soon you're tired more. You don't wake up with energy. you know, you got more brain fog, all this stuff starts hitting. You know, I did 9 months of OMAD, and then I did 4.5 weeks of priming, which was basically stuffing your face with as much meat as possible for 4.5 weeks. And I did that, and then I went back because it was time to start doing fasting again. And I went back to do another OMAD, and I thought, oh, this is going to be easy. And I failed the first day because I about ate my pillow that night. I was so friggin' hungry because it boosts your metabolism and your body's used to all this food. But that's really the trick, right? Is fed fasting, because your body you know, is going to go in there and start, you know, your metabolism's running like at 6,000 RPM, you know, when you come off of eating a bunch of healthy meat and, you know, protein every day and good fats. And then you stop feeding it, and it'll really dig into your stored fuels, you know, your stored body fat. It really goes in there and starts tearing it up. So it's pretty amazing. But yeah, I think it's super important to change things up and keep your body guessing, and you know,
Yep.
because that's how we got here. You know, the hunter gatherer thing was kind of that way. You go out and you know, exert a bunch of energy and do a bunch of work to get food where you're in a fasted state, and then you would feast, you know. So
Yeah. And I find also that you tend to lose your appetite with carnivore because you're so satiated and nourished that you just eat less and less and less, and then you're under eating, and then that stalls you as well. So you have to bump up the meals, have extra meals, and then the weight will start to drop off again. And you sort of think, I have to eat more to lose weight, which is crazy. It really plays with your head. So
for sure. Yep, absolutely. There
cannibal
we
thing.
go. All right. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Missy caught me too. I've been busted. All right, let me see how far behind. Oh, Michael. Okay, Michael's been doing it for me. He already went through and said start stuff. Thank you. I'm so slow. Let's see how. There we go.
I'm on a low budget, can't afford to prime. Should I fast more?
No,
I
if you can't afford to, I think you're in a default fast. I think you're in a default fast until you can prime. But no, definitely try to eat as much, you know, if you can prime. Man, it does help for sure.
Michael,
Uh,
with your upcoming 60-day weigh-in, what do you feel the scale will say?
I'm hoping it's lower than where it was 60 days ago. Where at, I don't know. I feel lighter, but the last month or so, my legs have been really swollen. So I don't know where I'm going to be at. I'm trying to work on getting the swelling down in my legs.
If I fast past 36-hour yippee-ki-yay and finish it. Yay.
Exactly. I like it. I definitely want to hear. I want to follow up on that. Let's put it that way.
Have you all tried the line diet before? If so, for how long and how did you go? I felt so much better within 3 days of line. I'm currently doing the line diet and I feel really good. The inflammation I got over Christmas from all the cheese I had is now finally starting to budge. So yeah, I'm going to do line for January as well. So after I've done the fasting, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I've never done the lion diet before, so
I have never either. I almost did, but by almost means for that first 9 months, I just did B, 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 and E. But the one of the B's, the bacon, I didn't hardly do because it just didn't agree with me. So I was really eating beef and eggs is what I was eating. So I was lion diet plus eggs. That's what I did for 9 months. And I mean, that was amazing. And I can't wait to see what the lion diet with. Well, I've got a few things. So like what I'm committing to is no salt. I'm giving up the salt. And I just want to see what it's like. I'm just doing this for 90 days. I'm trying the lion diet for 90 days, no salt for 90 days, alternate day fasting for 90 days, and we're going to do DDP yoga for 90 days, Wim Hof breathing for 90 days. I'm going to do my shake plate for 90 days, and I'm going to do the treadmill for 90 days. And I just want to see where that puts me after 90 days. And I think it's going to be pretty amazing. I think the trick is going to be not getting, what do you call that again? Well, I'd call it palate fatigue, but what do you call it? Meat aversion. I think it's going to be, not getting meat aversion.
Yeah. No, I still have it, but it's just a matter of changing the way that you cook and getting that different texture, which seems to be working for me. So,
yeah, definitely the slow cooker, I think, is going to be a big part of mine, because I noticed that steak gives me meat aversion if that's all I eat. But if I throw some soft, slow cooked meat in there, then that changes it up for me, for sure. And then, and also I'm going to be doing dry fasting. I'm going to do on those alternate day fasts. I'm going to be doing dry fasting too, which I'm really starting to enjoy. Now, I might have to change that up. That's the only thing I'm giving myself leeway to back up and not to be too much information, but when I do a lot of dry fasting, I get constipated. So if I'm getting plugged up, I might have to forego a few days of dry fasting to fix my gut. But other than that,
could you just take extra magnesium?
I don't know. That might try. I'm definitely going to try it. So
magnesium citrate is the one you need for constipation.
That is what I will try, because I know what you mean now. I wouldn't have known until yesterday, but because of such dry fasting complications, I took some milk and magnesia yesterday, which has that magnesium citrate. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's why people say to take magnesium.
I'm posting a link to the Wim Hof breathing techniques that we're going to be using.
Oh, nice.
So if anybody else wants to do it along with us.
That Wim Hof breathing technique is absolutely amazing. And you know what I'm super excited about the Wim Hof breathing technique? See, I used it to get off oxygen when I first started carnivore because my lungs were so damaged. And that Wim Hof breathing combined with carnivore really helped my lungs. It got me, my lungs are better now than they were when I was 18 years old. And I'm not just saying that. When I was 18, my oxygen was 88% saturation. And then they got worse. And now I'm off oxygen and I'm at 96% saturation. My lungs feel amazing. And one of the things that I did was the Wim Hof breathing technique, which just opens up your lungs and it trains your lungs, strengthens your lungs. But I was showing it to Michael about a week ago.
Yep.
We were doing it together, and it had been a while since I'd done it because I kind of got lazy because my breathing's so much better. I hadn't been doing it as much. And since then I'd quit Copenhagen and nicotine, and I was really missing uppers, like caffeine. Because I don't take any caffeine, I don't take any carbohydrates, I don't take any sugar, and I don't take any nicotine, so I don't have any uppers. Like my B vitamins are my uppers right now, because that's just how hardcore I am. But when we did the Wim Hof breathing, it gave me such a boost of energy, and I was like, oh, this Wim Hof is going to be my new upper. Like, instead of getting coffee or whatever, I'm going to do this. So it's actually been pretty fantastic.
I've always been a really shallow breather as well. So doing that has made me actually feel like I'm getting oxygen. It almost makes you a little bit dizzy because it's like, wow, I've got fresh air coming into my body at last. So,
you feel like your brain work. I feel like my head's clearer and my brain works better when I do it.
Yeah, no, it's really good. I couldn't wait for this. Then I missed my notification. So you guys need to stay on an extra 38 minutes.
You got it, but just for you. Everybody else has to get off.
Can't let them have too much, right?
Never. You can, prime on a low budget. Got your ground beef, your eggs. Yeah. I don't know. I spent so much money on carnivore compared to what we were eating before. So
yeah, I totally agree. I mean, we've talked about this before, but I mean, I think I save at least $1,200 a month by being a carnivore. Right? What do you think?
I bought a car. A
Exactly.
nice deposit on a brand new car that I can now fit behind the wheel with. So yeah,
Yep.
definitely a big savings for me. Have any of you seen much help with extra skin with the fasting that you have done so far? That's one of the things I hope I can affect as I start the fasting portion of SPG. Well, that's the reason I'm doing the 5-day fast, to try and kickstart some fasting, because I haven't done a lot and I have a lot of loose skin. I don't, yeah, my skin's excessive, as I think all of ours will be. And I think we will need to have surgery if we go down that path. But if it
Yeah.
makes a little difference, I'm all in. So I'll give it a go.
I look like I look like a Shar-Pei, and I think by the end of the summer, I'm going to look like a flying squirrel. So I don't think there's enough autophagy in the world that's going to get it. But I will say this, but you're talking about, Lindy's lost 500 pounds. I'm going to have lost, well over 400 pounds. By the time I get there, that's just a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of dormant protein to repurpose. You can build a new human out of that protein. So that's asking a lot out of it.
Rather have loose skin than go back to being 800 pounds. So,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I tell her, I think it's funny, but I'm serious. I want to make a viral YouTube video where when I get all the weight off and I have this ridiculous amount of loose skin, I want to put a pair of shortcuts on and go to one of those wind tunnels and it look like I'm wearing one of those wingsuits. And I want to see if it'll shoot me up to the ceiling. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get to the ceiling. I want to see it.
So the sugar gliders that do that. And
yeah, exactly. They jump out of the tree 12 foot off the ground, but they glide about 90 feet.
Right.
I definitely want to try
that one. You like her?
I want to try the organic wingsuit and see how far I fly.
One thing I did for leg swelling is lay on my back on the floor and put my legs up on the couch. It's so important to elevate your legs. I do that every night. It helps so much. So yeah, good tip.
Absolutely it does. What I wish happened, see, I have so I finally went out and I bought a Big Fig mattress and Big Fig bed frame because I'm a Big Fig person. I needed the extra oomph in the bed frame. But it's electric, so it picks my feet up, which is good, but it also bends your legs though, because your knees still bent. What I would like to see somebody make for edema patients is a bed that would just keep you flat, but then just tilt up like this so that your legs would be not bent at the knee and the hip. Yeah.
Yep.
And then tip it up for edema people. So that you wouldn't be creating any restrictions, or resistance in bending of the, of the lymphatic system and stuff.
Right.
And that it would just naturally elevate you to where your center of mass was, your lower extremity center of mass would be higher than your heart. I think that would be way more effective. I'd love to see that. But you're absolutely right. And what I have been doing finally, because now I'm able to get up and off the floor at will instead of having to call emergency services to get me off the floor. So now I lay on my shake plate and it brings my legs up about 8 inches elevated, and then it shakes the heck out of my calves, and that's actually been working splendidly lately. I almost said do. Well, that's
Mm-hmm.
Todd, what do you do with all your extra time when you are fasting? Good question.
That is a good question. So, I don't spend a ton of time cooking because I do air fryers and stuff. But what I know that I'm always behind, right? Like I'm behind at work, I'm behind on making videos and stuff. But part of my promise to myself is I'm going to be putting more time in to like the Wim Hof breathing, the treadmill, the yoga and stuff. And I'm taking all of that time from the fasting, from the food time, but also I want to take it away from screen time and social media time and I spend too much time on the computer as it is. I work on the computer all day, and then I've been doing this YouTube stuff. So when I was trying to juggle where I was going to get it, I was made up my mind that I'm taking it directly from the screen time, because I'm like, all the screen time is not good. So I'm definitely going to try to do that. And all the alternate day fasting is going to be healthy to go into the yoga and the treadmill and stuff, What are you guys doing with your extra time?
I'm hoping to get outside and just go for a walk around the block. When instead of cooking, I'll walk around the block or something.
I was gonna say, you're kind of already doing it. We see you all out and up. You're just like a traveler now. You're never home.
Yeah, but I don't walk a lot. Like, I just get out of the car and go to where I'm going. So yeah, just increasing that activity and just getting outside. I'm always in the house. I do try and sit outside a little bit, but we've had crappy weather for summer. Melbourne summer, it's been pretty awful. So the sun's out today. I might even go out after this and sit in the sun.
Absolutely. How about you, Michael?
I'm sorry, I'm not even really paying attention. I'm working on something, trying to get something done really quick.
Okay,
so
no worries.
I'm not paying attention.
We'll work around. I just didn't want to not include you. Let's see, Missy. Yes, I totally agree. So I'm kind of seeing a pattern on things, right? As a, I'm a new carnivore. I'm only in this a year now, but I seen a pattern with electrolytes first, because there's all these older carnivores that say that you don't need electrolytes. Well, I definitely did need electrolytes when I was first starting carnivore. I needed them. They made a huge difference for me. But after doing this and after priming, I noticed that I didn't need the electrolytes anymore, because I was basically getting satiated with electrolytes like this. I think we got to look at ourselves more as just malnourished people. Sick people or malnourished people. Even if you have hundreds of extra pounds on you, that's really just pounds of empty calorie fuel that you were dumping in your body when your body was needing protein, amino acids, real nutrients. And you are short on those things. And through carnivore and priming over a period of time, you finally catch up and you get, you finally satiate your body in those areas. And that happened to me on electrolytes first. Also started happening to things on certain supplements and vitamins that I was taking that were making a big difference to how I felt. And then they made fewer and fewer differences. But I think that was a good sign, because my body was naturally getting it from the meat. And now I've noticed it was salt. As I used to have to salt the heck out of everything that I was eating. I was using piles of salt on my meat. Now I don't crave it as much, and things taste naturally, more salty to me. So I think I'm taking that as a cue to my body that it's ready to reduce the salt. And then, so that was already going through my head. And then when I learned that Bella doesn't use any salt anymore, and neither does Chafee, from what he said the last time he was in the SBG, which wasn't that just like 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, he comes in monthly. Yeah.
So when I heard they weren't doing salt, and I'm already naturally using less, and my palate is telling me that I don't want it, I just want to hop on that and see what happens, because I feel like that's going to be, they say that they have better energy, better clarity, those type of things. And then me, as somebody that still struggles with some fluid, not near what I used to, but I feel like that's good to have less salt, because it'll help move some fluid, so that's kind of why I'm doing the dry fasting too. But I will definitely let you know. But I know what you're saying about making a sudden change, but I don't feel like this is actually that sudden, because I've been kind of tapering down for a long time now compared to what I was, just naturally, just by taste. What do you think, Lindy?
Yeah, I think we're starting to know our cues. We know when we need salt and when we need fat and things like that. It starts to taste terrible when so we just listen to our bodies now. So if we find that we're not feeling optimal, we will add the salt. I mean, so we know what to look for, especially during the fast. If we need to tweak things up, we'll tweak it. And we're not going to push through and white knuckle it if we're not feeling good about it. So
Absolutely. And yeah, that's one thing. I mean, it really is an elimination diet, right? You eliminate all these things, you get it real simple, and you get down to real basics that you're, to the most essential things that your body needs. And in that simplicity, you get really good at hearing your body because there's not all this white noise coming in from all these different preservatives and junk and MSG and sugar and all this stuff that's just, just causing all this noise and all this interference in your body. Everything kind of heals and, calms down, balances out. And then you can really trust your body's cues, finally. Like, when I was on the sad diet, I couldn't trust my body's cues. My body's cues wanted Cold Stone and Pizza Hut. Like, that wasn't my body speaking to me. That was an addict, chemicals speaking to you. But when your body finally heals, you can totally follow those cues,
Yeah, I don't think I'll be giving up the salt for January. I'll just do the line, but I'll see how I feel. I might have more salt than I do on other days, just depending on how I feel. But I may consider it later on in the year, but just line for me.
Absolutely. Hey, Mandy.
How in the world is dry fasting not dangerous? Maybe I don't understand what it is.
Dry fasting is wonderful, Mike. I got to tell you, dry fasting is the bomb. Because what happens is you have a ton of perfect metabolic fluid in your fat cells that is better than any hydrating, better than any electrolyte you could take. It is the perfect hydrating fluid for your body, and it's in your fat cells, and your body will go after it if you stop drinking. Here's a perfect example of it. It's easier to dry fast than it is to wet fast. Wet fast is actually tougher, I found out. Like, you start feeling so good on a dry fast, you just don't want to do it anymore. And you'd think, I'm going to be so thirsty and dehydrated. It's the exact opposite. You feel super hydrated. And here's when I first started seeing how this was working. It was super crazy. I wear a CPAP at night. I don't think I actually need it anymore, but out of just habit, I start with it on. The reason why I don't think I need it is because I wake up now and I've ripped it off at some point in the night and it's just sitting there. Or if I put it on and wake up in an hour to go pee and I come back all groggy, I never put it back on. It just sits there on the bed. But I do start with it on, and some nights I sleep with it all night. And generally, because I'm in Montana and the air is dry here and I have the heater running at night and just terrible dry air, my mouth is all kinds of dried out at night from that CPAP machine blowing down my throat. And when I started dry fasting, I was completely surprised that my mouth doesn't dry out anymore. And that's a chronic problem with that CPAP. Like, it's always dry. And whenever I dry fast, my body taps in and pulls out fluid from someplace, and my mouth is just always, always hydrated. It's crazy. And you just feel so good on that. Now, I hear if you do it, from what I understand, if you do it over 24 hours at a time, it can be hard on you. And what happened to me is when I dry fast, when I go back to drinking fluid, I don't drink as much as I used to. So that was why I started getting a little bit of constipation problem, because I go for a whole day without drinking. And then the next day I drink half of what I normally would. And then it's a little bit, it takes you like a day to balance it out, but it feels great. And boy, do you lose weight quickly,
You do have to be careful, though. If we do, I won't be doing dry fasting, but Todd is under the guidance of Emily and Raymond, so he's not doing it alone, and they've done a lot. They've got a lot of experience with it, so they know what signals to look out for. But I definitely wouldn't recommend dry fasting without having somebody there to coach you through it.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing dry fasting for this. No.
And to be fair, Raymond was like, "Be careful, you like dry fasting too much." He's like, "You gotta be careful that could catch up with you." And he said that it was accumulating effects, because it keeps pulling it out. So I'm gonna be real careful. He said, he was the one that told me don't do it over 24 hours in between. And he said you might actually need to start drinking more after, more. You might have to force yourself to almost drink more like a prime when you're not dry fasting if you're going to do it. But I'm definitely going to do it because it feels really good, and it pulls fluid out of my legs that it's hard to get moving. It pulls that all the edema and lymphedema fluid out, and that's why I really like it.
Mm. First time live, great trio. Hope 2024 is a year filled with meat for the three of you. Thank you, Tyler. Nice
Thank you
to
so
see
much.
you. Thanks for joining us. Question, Todd, how many xanthan gum or how much xanthan gum do you use to make gravy? I found a pack that I bought ages ago and forgot about it.
I usually use, it depends on so if I make a pot roast, I take 7 pounds of chuck because that's what comes in a pack at Costco is 7 pounds, roughly, 6.5, 7.5 right in there. And I'll use 2 32-ounce containers of kettle and fire broth, beef broth. And so with that much fluid in 9 hours of slow cooking, the beef broth will reduce and whatever fat will render out of the roast. And so, but for that much fluid, whatever that ends up being, I like to use 2 tablespoons of the xanthan gum is what I use, which is probably about 1 pack, one little seasoning pack worth,
Mm.
And what I do is I sear the roast before I put it on the slow cooker. So I got a Ninja kind of like 11-in-1 machine that's like a slow cooker, sear, air fryer, like all in one. But what's nice is you can sear in that same pot, so you get the little brown bits at the bottom from searing in the pot, And then I put it in there, and then 7 pounds of roast I'll slow cook on low for 9 hours. And then I like to pull out the 2 big pieces of roast because it's not completely like decimated yet. It doesn't just fall apart when you grab it yet, but it's real close, but it's got a little bit of integrity left to it, which I like because I pull it out of the juice and then I bring the juice back up to a boil on sear. And then once it's there, I put the xanthan gum in it and I reduce it to a simmer for about 15 minutes. But while that's doing that, I slice that hot roast super thin. So it's like roast beef because it holds together, but it's super tender. And then the brown gravy gets thick, and then I put all those slices back in there. Man, do I love that because those little slices then soak up all that gravy, and holy cow, is that delicious! It's really flavorful.
Mm. We save about 12 to 1,500 a month on Carnivore, no fast food and no expensive to kill.
Right? I totally
Unreal.
agree. But yeah, I mean, I save at least 1,200 just by myself, at least.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm telling you, Mike, I'm going to be the world's biggest natural organic sugar glider.
Hey, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Howdy, howdy.
I used a box breathing technique to lower my blood pressure in 7 days. I went from 165 over 130 to 117 over 83 using the doctor's calibrated blood pressure machine. Well done.
That's awesome.
Absolutely, Keith. It
That's
really
great.
does work.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that, all these things that I just don't understand why this stuff's not more known in our culture. Like, well, like instead of the first thing being like, take this pill, it's going to make you poop blood and, have oily diarrhea or whatever. Instead, why doesn't people talk about, we know the answer, it's money, but it's like, man, everybody should know this stuff. And it's right there in front of us. It's crazy.
Yeah. Have you all done lymphatic massage for your edema? I haven't, because being a big girl, I don't want people touching my body or looking at me, so it's just not something I've ever looked into. But
I did it back in like 2003 is when I did it. I went to a physical therapist when I first was diagnosed with this, and I went through the wrapping of my legs. And as soon as I would walk out of the doctor's office, the wrapping would all come off.
yeah,
I did with the compression and all that. And then I had the compression boots and the tights and all this stuff. So I've been through all that. The massage does work as long as you get it done. My leg did go down back in like 2003. It was just once you stop, it just fills back up again.
I didn't know they were a thing, so I've never tried one.
They massage all your lymph nodes. They help loosen it all up.
that's because you're tender anyway when you've got lymphedema. Like I couldn't imagine anyone massaging me without me screaming.
It's actually a really soft massage that they do. It's really gentle. You'd be surprised how light it is.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be comfortable with that, but for sure, I totally get it where you're coming from with that too, Lindy. Hey, it's hard being Big T smooth on bed frames. It's just, it's a problem. But I nailed the pose. That's all that matters. The takeaway wasn't supposed to be what I did to the bed frame. It was supposed to be how I nailed. I got like a 10 out of 10 for form.
Right.
I'm at a really healthy weight now, but foods are giving me allergic reactions and make my legs itch and ankles swell particularly. It was a new culprit besides the coffee creamer. It was protein powder. Oh, okay. There you go. I'm glad you found out that it was a protein powder. So you just got to take that out of your diet, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've had some people will prop up the head of their bed frame to achieve that slight angle. Yeah.
I've heard that too. I just I don't like as it is when I don't want to fall asleep that way. That's why but yeah, that would definitely work if you put some blocks or whatever.
Right.
But that would just make an electric bed because like if I fall asleep with my feet up, I will wake up on the bed sideways. Like gravity's a bugger when you're a big dude. So you can't go off into REM sleep with gravity working against you. You will not like where you wake up at. But so that's why I like, I raise my feet for a while, so I can get the weight off and the fluid down, and then I put it back down. Because if I don't, like I said, I'll wake up at the headboard of my bed every night.
Todd, wondering how you cooked your eggs when you were priming and how you do poached eggs.
I never really did poached eggs. Like I know that you can put them in the water with the oil, with a touch of oil and stuff, but I just never did poached eggs. What I would do is I would either do over easy eggs or I would do brown butter soft scrambled eggs were my favorite. Or I would just take the egg yolks out and I would take 15 egg yolks and I would just mix them and drink them with salt was my three go-tos. And as far as eating them for enjoyment, definitely the brown butter soft scrambled eggs are my favorite. You just put a crap ton of brown butter in the skillet and you make, you mix your eggs like, you just whip them with a fork to scramble them. But then you brown the butter before you put them in, and then you kind of poach the scrambled eggs on the brown butter, and for some reason that's very, very tasty. And you take it out when it's still kind of wet. And so it's nice and brown, buttery, creamy, nutty. It's pretty delicious. What's your guys' favorites?
I haven't tried the brown butter, so I might have to try that with my scrambled eggs. But I do love buttery eggs, and I do love poached eggs, but I can't do them. They always break. But if I go out and we do bacon and eggs for breakfast, I always order poached eggs.
I do mine with the butter in. When I scramble my eggs, I throw the butter in, let it brown up just a touch, and then I throw my eggs in there.
Good. Yeah, it's tasty, right? Butter and eggs are like a match made in heaven.
Yeah, it's a good mixture. I will post a comment after the show, and I'll post all the links in there.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't do many electrolytes anymore, and I don't use near as much salt. If I do fast, I will do electrolytes. Do you want it? Yeah, good idea. I'll be having my LMNT during the fast for sure every morning.
I'll be taking my electrolytes.
Yeah.
I'm taking them before the fast, and then I'm going to try not to take them because I'm going to try to do I'm going to fast for 5 days, but I'm going to start with, so all the odd days are going to be dry fast days. So 1, 3, and 5 are going to be dry fast, and 2 and 4 are going to be wet fast. So I'm going to try to do it without electrolytes, but I'm taking a heck of a lot of them right now beforehand to kind of prime with electrolytes before I start.
Todd, try a humidifier in your room while you sleep.
I should get one of those. I really do need one. Montana's so dry. It's like the winters are dry, and then when you turn the furnace on and the hot
Dries it out
air,
even more. Yep.
yeah, it's like son of a gun. I really should do that. Absolutely.
Yes.
Also known as the Cool Kids Club.
I'm with Lindy. I didn't like the massage therapist for my lipedema. Yeah. I just haven't tried it. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know, but I just don't like the thought of don't like the thought of strange people looking at me. I'm not there yet.
It's a long process. I was going every day to the hospital to get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah.
The
I think
compression.
this has made my symptoms a lot less. So I'm not concerned about it anymore. Like over Christmas, I did have that cheese and I've got a lot of swelling in my feet, but it's all coming down again now. So as long as I keep that inflammatory food out of my diet, I'm actually okay. I'm fine with it. There are some really great self-lymph massage techniques from a guy called Perry Nicholson, who has videos on YouTube. They work great and are easy to do. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to check that out because I can definitely use use some help in that area. It's getting better, and the amino acids are really helping too. But yeah, pretty amazing.
I still think out of everything, I think the shake plates are the best.
Yeah, I love my shake plate. Yeah.
Shake plates
Like,
really
I
do
don't
help.
think I can massage my own legs because my stomach's in the way. So,
Same.
it might work for people that don't have the extreme weight that we do. But
Right.
yeah.
But if you can afford a shake plate, I highly recommend it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm now wondering if my edema might be the lymph kind. My heart lab came back stellar, so presumably not congestive heart issues. I do need to walk more or at least get away from my computer more. Or get a shake plate. They're fantastic. I've got one under my desk. I think you guys have got them nearby as well.
Yep.
And that really helps. Just gets that
absolutely,
thing, doesn't it?
Yep, it really does. Yeah, it definitely helps me, and it loosens up my legs. It's funny, that thing's so strong that it causes almost like calf cramps and stuff.
But in a good way. In a good way.
I gotta pause 1 more second. Carry on.
No problem. All right. Just us again. He's busy. That's what happens when you got a business.
Yeah, yeah.
That's his busy time of the year.
Yeah. Do you get cramps when you use the machine? Yeah.
I do. I'll start getting it in my thigh. It'll start cramping up every once in a while. Then I have to stop and just stretch my leg out a little bit. It's amazing how that happened. Do you?
Well, not unless it's on really high mode, like the super fast mode. And then, the skin just wobbles too much and ends up giving me a cramp. But apart from that, no, I'm okay with it. Yeah.
How long do you let yours run for?
It goes up, it automatically turns off. I think it goes for 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, that's what mine does. I usually do. I try to do it like 30 minutes before bed. I think that's the best thing to do. And then you go lay down, and then you let the fluid, it's all nice and loose, so.
Yeah. Well, as I said, mine's under my desk. I have it going pretty much all day. As soon as it switches off, I put it back on.
Put it back,
and if I don't use it, when I try to get up and walk out of the room, I'm like an old woman. Like I just feel my legs are heavy and I'm so stiff. But if I've used it, then I bounce out of my seat and I can go and do my things. So it just gets that circulation moving. It helps. Like my feet are not blown up like balloons by the end of the day. So it really
and I also find it helps with my knee pain.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Yeah. So do you use yours in your lounge, just where you're sitting?
Yeah. I sit here and I just put my legs down. I'll put it right in front of me, and then I'll just put my legs right on top of it and use them while I sit here. I haven't stood on mine yet.
Yeah, I've stood on it a few times, but I'd much rather just put it under my desk.
Right.
Yeah. I know Todd stands on his, and doesn't he lie on the floor and puts his legs on it to do his arms? Yeah. So and he finds that's really helpful, but yeah, definitely worth doing. Did you want to read some comments, Michael?
Yeah.
You do that. I'm just starring.
Okay.
So
I wonder if she saw the cowboy hat or the Christmas one that he had.
Oh, I'm sad because I had to give mine back to my son-in-law. I don't have a cowboy hat anymore. But my Cooper, I'm going to have to buy one, I think. It did look good. Yeah.
I saw you up there, Mike. I set you all up. And everybody else that joined tonight, you guys all have access. So you're all ready to go.
Yeah, so we started the Discord, was it last week or the week? No, the
like
weeks ago.
Maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's just a safe place to come in and have a chat and meet some fellow carnivores. We've had a lot of people engaging and making friends.
Book club now. You guys are starting?
We're starting a book club. Yeah, Tiny Habits, is it? It's the first book that we're going to read. Somebody mentioned it in the group and we're like, oh, yeah. Anything that we can do to optimize our health for 2024. So we'll be starting that, I think, in the next week. We're just waiting on everyone to receive their copies. Yeah, some fun stuff in there too. Accountability. You can hook up with an accountability buddy and just help each other along. So it's a nice little buzzing community at the moment.
Yeah. And I'll post that link again in there. And especially with the new year starting, we're going to do the challenge. We got a challenge section up there for the challenge.
Oh, you need to share Todd the previous comment because that was for him.
What was that?
The previous comment. Well, let me find it.
The cowboy hat.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That one was for you.
Thank you very much. It is it's kind of an old, this one, I think it's about 6 years old, 7 years old. But yeah, been a resist all guy for a whole life for sure. So thank you very much. Let's see, where were we? Why can't I?
Bad comments there for you. You can just start with those.
Yeah, I'm just going back to, I'm trying to see where I was. I forgot where I was. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go.
I wonder if a shake plate would hurt my neuropathy. I have Charlie horses already, so I was wondering.
I think it would. I think you'd have. So the good news is the shake plate has a huge range of strengths. You know, I tend to use it on psycho mode. So I put it all the way up. And but I think if you do it really lightly, I think you could find something that'd work for you. And then, when I start to get, what's funny is I get Charlie horses in places I didn't know could get Charlie horses when I started doing it. It's like I didn't even know I had a muscle there. What's really funny is when you get a cramp on a muscle and you have no idea like how to stretch it to get it to stop. So it's just there, and you're like, "What do I do? What do I do?" Somebody help! Oh, I hate those so bad. Because if you get one in the calf, or your calf, to point your toes up and stuff.
Right.
Man, I'll get these in my legs and like hamstrings and stuff from using them, and I'm like, I don't even know how to fix this. What do you do? It's miserable. But now I can feel them coming on, and
slow down.
And so now I've started to know when I was crossing the point of no return. Let's see here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was response to the other one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure about that.
I have no idea what brand. I just bought it on Amazon. Depends if you want a standard or not. Just check the weight limits because that's gonna,
Mine is a Life Pro. Life Pro.
Yeah, me and Todd got the heavy duty ones.
Yeah, because we're just heavy duty people.
We are. We need it.
Exactly.
But there's a lot of different brands. You can pick them up as cheap as like $100. So
Yeah.
I am very happy though with the Life Pro brand though, and they have many different models that are cheaper.
I'm impressed with it.
Yeah, it's made very good.
It is.
And it does have a 500-pound capacity on it, so that's awesome.
Confirmed. We tested and
Tested and
approved.
approved, right? 2 thumbs up.
Yeah. Thumbs up. Let's see here.
Can you explain more about the Discord, how to join, what times to meet, and more?
The Discord runs 24/7. It's a chat. It's kind of like the chat that we have here on YouTube, but it's more of you're able to actually communicate easier with everybody that's up there. We have channels set up. We have recipes. We have memes. We have carnivore section, a keto section. What else do we have up there? We have introduction section where everybody tells a little bit about themselves so we can all learn about each other. We have the challenge section, before and after photos. Now we're doing a book club up there. And all you do is you click the link that I posted into the chat, create yourself a Discord account, and you can either use it through your computer or you can install the app on your phone. And it's just a chat system. It's very simple to use. And you can share pictures, and you can talk whenever you want and make friends with the group.
I'm still learning Discord. It is difficult if you haven't used it before, but I'm finding my feet, and I think a lot of other people are as well.
It's not hard, right?
No, it's not. It's just learning new things, as always.
Takes time, for sure.
Yeah.
Takes a little getting used to. It does, but yeah.
Just like anything, yep.
Yep.
Yeah. But no, it's really good.
I love this comment. Because that means you bought the right book. If procrastination is keeping you from reading, you bought the right book.
Procrastination is my middle name. I'm the worst at that. So, yeah, I'm with you there. I hope you're in the book club where we can procrastinate about the title together.
Exactly.
You open the first page first. No, you open it.
I'll do it tomorrow.
How's the glitter removal going?
Oh man, holy crap. Yeah, I mean, I find it everywhere. It's like everywhere. I mean, I'll be at the other end of my house and pick something up and there's glitter. I'm like, how? How did you travel like 90 linear feet? I wasn't even in here. There was no glitter in here. Like, how did it get here? Where did it go? It's crazy. It seems to be like, quantum physics or something, like particle splitting or some crap. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just gonna have to list it. We're just gonna have to move.
Burn the house down now.
Yeah, we gotta get like an abatement team. It's like in Monsters Inc. when they come back with a sock on them, and hit the red button. It's gonna have to be something like straight up abatement. Adam, it's not cramps, it's pain. What is that? Pain is weakness leaving the body. We'll call it that.
Just trying to sign into Discord and it says my email is already registered. Does that mean I do not have to sign in any further?
So you might already have an email account that's tied to a Discord account. So you need to log into Discord using that email account. If you forgot your password, just do a forgot password on the bottom, and it'll ask you some questions. It'll probably send an email that you'll have to click on to authorize it to prove that who you are.
Right on. We should Bill Knott needs this information.
Alpha-lipoic acid is helpful for neuropathy if you want to check it out. Deb Olson. Maybe you can forward it to Kerry to pass on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn more about that because I could use some help with that, and Bill definitely needs some.
No, I was born with the procrastination gene, and unfortunately passed it on to my sons. So
Don't worry, you can work on it tomorrow.
it's weird how StreamYard allowed only certain cameras or something to get the balloons and hearts flowing automatically on the background picture. Oh yeah, does it work? Oh, no, it's not ours. It worked for me last time. Yeah,
It never works for me. I don't know what's going on.
maybe there's
It
some
hates
app
me.
we need.
Yeah.
Pro has great exercise videos on how to use the vibration plate. If you're not standing, you can just start by sitting and using it.
Yep, that's what I do.
Yeah, I like to just get to my knees and then put my elbows on it and let it shake the lymph nodes in my armpits, like get that loosened up. And then I like to sit on it, and I like it to loosen up, kind of my lower abdomen. And then I like to stand on it, and I like to do like 30 squats while I'm standing on it. And that seems to help really do it. And then I like to lay on my back and put just my calves on top of it and let it shake my calves. And that works really good. That's kind of my routine. And I don't know, that's just what felt the best when I was doing it. So that was the ones I picked out of the group. So, yeah. Wow. Holy cow, Rose.
Oh, wow. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is so generous. You are amazing. Thank you so much. And then let's see here. So I guess would it be safe to say we didn't figure out how to do the so
unless you can try through your account, pull up your live stream right now. Just mute it though, because it's gonna when you go in there.
Yeah, hold on.
And see if since my channel isn't monetized, I can't do it on mine.
Okay, no worries. Let me go do this. Let me see what happens. This is switch account. Hold on, I'm on the wrong account.
Okay.
This is technical technical difficulties in real time, but we will get it figured out here. We're just trying to see if we can't give out
memberships.
Some free memberships.
Yeah.
We give out 10 random free memberships, but it's all through YouTube, and we need to try and activate it.
We're not sure if we're activated yet. Yeah.
Okay. And you have to be live to actually activate it, so we can't even test it.
So, are you on your stream right now?
Yeah. So am I supposed to go to the join button or to the cash button under the chat?
You go under the cash button.
Yeah.
On the chat, click that and see if it lets you.
Oh yeah, membership gifting right here.
Yeah, but see if it allows you to give them away.
Yeah, it does. Gift 5 now. Bam.
Oh, there you go, Lindy. You can go do this. Try the same on yours, Lindy.
Okay.
Go to your live stream right now and try that.
Okay, I just gifted 5 to somebody, and then I'm going to do it again.
Well, wait a little bit because I want to make sure that everybody knows how to turn it on. So don't do it yet.
Okay.
I got my pictures that I got laid out.
Okay, somebody got 5. Somebody got 5.
No, it was spread out between everybody.
Okay.
Well, what you want to do is everybody wants to go and pull up your. Here, just hide that for a second. What you want to do is you want to click on the join button, and after that, you want to go up to the 3 dots in the upper right hand corner, and you want to go to gift settings. And then in there, you want to allow gifts to be turned on. For some reason, YouTube defaults it to off, but what you want to do is turn it on so you can have a chance of getting a free membership.
Yeah. So and that's not that's not committing you to anything at all.
No, there's no cost to you guys at all. It's just allowing people to gift you memberships. So like I said, you click the join button. In the upper right-hand corner, you click the 3 dots.
Right, but just let's back up. Once you click the join button first, notice that the second page comes up. You're not actually joining. You'd have to hit the join button again. You don't.
Yeah, you'd have to hit this. You're not doing that. You're just clicking up here, and then you go to your gift settings, and then you just turn that on. And you have to do that to everybody's channel.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't have it yet, but for other YouTube channels that you're on too, as long as, if you want to have a chance of getting a free membership to memberships only.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing this every month. We
Right.
get like YouTube will only allow us to give out 10 a month, but we're going to
Right.
do it every month just to send them out there. So that somebody's
So,
getting them in.
I already see Mike Shaw got one, because
Oh, did
your
he?
text color changes when you type now in chat. That's one of
Oh,
the
wow.
things. You stand out, and then you'll have also membership to
Mike, congratulations to the subscription of Nitpicks.
I'm sorry, I still don't know where I'm clicking. What do I click?
Go to you have your live stream up and running right now?
Yeah.
Okay, go to the chat section, and then you'll see the little dollar sign in the live chat where you type at.
It looks like a $1 bill. It's for if you want to send super chats and stuff.
Sorry, I'm in the wrong video. That's why it's
okay. Yeah, you got to go to the live.
Hang on, where's Michael? Michael's not on the screen. Episode 1. It's a blonde. Don't worry about it. I'll get there.
Here, I can send you a link in private.
Oh, there good. Okay. I'm going to mute just in case it goes off.
Man, Mike Shaw is officially a Big T groupie.
Links in private, Lindy. So then inside of the chat window where you would type at, you would see like a dollar sign.
Oh, Rose, thank you so much. You are absolutely being so generous. Man, thank you so much.
Yes.
Did you do it?
Yay.
Yep, there she goes. She did it.
I'm attending. Got it.
Okay. Now everybody's. There you go.
Let's see who gets it. Yay! Exciting.
There we
Missy got it. Monty's, Stephanie, Linda Price, and Chloe.
Awesome.
Wow! Congratulations, guys. Now I've got to really be accountable to you.
Right.
Go in there right now, and there should be one up later tonight after the day.
Definitely, and
we'll do it again in a few minutes.
Yeah, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start doing weekly live streams for members only, and now all those that have joined, you get priority chat messaging. So yours come up first. So that's awesome. We're all learning this. We're so great.
This is a new feature that YouTube just released to everybody.
Yeah. So we're just playing.
I'm so excited to have this members area, just even for myself, just to keep accountable. So I'll be able to go back and look at my journey. So I'm just excited to share it with everyone. So yeah, awesome.
Let's see here. There you go. It's like Christmas around here. Oh, thank you so much, Rose. You're amazing. That's so generous of you.
And buttery eggs.
They're so good.
Buttery eggs are awesome.
Oh, right on. Missy got one.
Yay. You've done well. It's got 2 prizes in 2 weeks.
Thank you so much, Rose. We sure appreciate it. This is so crazy. And it is nutty. I mean, like 120 days ago, I was like, who's going to watch this video I was making? Like, there's going to be this is going to go out into the ether and be stored here like a time capsule in my YouTube account.
Yeah, my coaches have been bugging me since day one to do this, and Yeah, it didn't feel right. I was scared I was going to fail carnivore, but obviously 2 years in, I feel a little bit more confident with this way of life and way of eating. But yeah, didn't think it would take off. It's been amazing.
Absolutely. Happy New Year.
So how do we get on to try and get the membership?
You just get in one of our channels. So like if you
Right.
want a membership to Lindy's, you should be in her channel, or you can be in both channels at the same time, actually. Just get on, make comments, and make sure you have gifting turned on like Michael
Right.
showed you. And we can,
Yep.
Michael, show you again here.
Just click the join button, and then this window will pop up, and then just click the 3 dots in the upper top, and then go to gift settings, and then make sure that allow gifts is turned on.
Yep.
And then this way you'll be eligible to get memberships that we give out.
My husband has been carnivore for 8 days and he did not eat anything yesterday. Says he's not hungry. Is that okay not to eat? Yeah, that happens when you're carnivore.
Yeah, it's normal, but I wouldn't say it's not bad. It's not okay or not okay, but it's normal. But it would be better to push through and try to eat. It's from what I hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the deal is that when you're doing carnivore, you're not spiking your insulin. Your insulin blocks leptin sensitivity. Leptin sensitivity is your satiety, your main satiety hormone. And when you're used to being blocked by insulin and not feeling that, it can be pretty strong when you start to feel leptin finally getting through. And so you're like, it's kind of a strange feeling to have appetite control and satiety hormone working again for the first time in a long time. So it's very normal to stop getting hungry, you know? Okay. Go back to here.
Yeah, you can only. I don't think you could do it on the app itself. If you're watching us on your phone or like an iPhone or an iPad or something like that, so you have to do it to allow gifts through your the web browser.
Absolutely.
I didn't even know it was a thing until this morning. So thanks for that, Michael.
Yep.
That's awesome. So much to learn, isn't there?
Absolutely. I think this is going to be our new time slot. If we got to talk to you guys too, but I feel like this is a good time slot for us, don't you guys?
On Saturday, on my Saturday, your Monday, Friday.
Well, no, we'll probably do it on Sunday, but still on Sunday again. But just this time of day, I feel like this is a pretty good time slot, actually.
Yeah, I like it.
I was saying for Mandy here because, yeah. All right. Yep. She's got it. Thank you very much, Deb. We appreciate you. All right, here we go.
Can you tell me the name of your fasting group in Life Fasting? For some reason, I could not use the link. It's called Carnivore Pride, Pride.
Yep.
All the cool kids are there.
I'll send you a link on Marco Polo later. By the way, Lindy, thanks for signing up for Lioness Lifestyle. We're excited to have you. Yeah, I think I'm going to be interviewed by the Lionesses in March. So, yeah, look out for that one if you're interested.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Michael, do we have to start a dudes channel?
Yeah.
That's what
Listen, you can take over if you like.
That's what Lindy's husband Scott calls our chat group is the dudes.
Todd, I've been watching all 3 of your channels while I'm painfully working to death here. Just so you know, I have learned something very important from each of you. Oh, thanks, Moni.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Where are you working? Why are you working today? It's the holidays. You need to take it easy.
Bills to pay, bills to pay. Yeah.
True. What do we got here? Deb Olson is super fanning us. That's awesome. Thanks so much.
Meeting Wellness. If you haven't checked Christy's channel, yeah, go and have a look. She's just doing really well. Got some great videos there as well. So thanks for all you do, Christy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely go over there and sign up to Christy's page and the YNS group. Great content and great information.
Yep.
Some daily.
Started having last year, beginning of December, with 20 plus years of my weight loss and bleeding, so not sure what's going on.
Just started having.
I'm a bit confused.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, not sure. Sorry. Yeah. Feel free to send me an email. It should be Limitless Lindy Carnivore at gmail.com, and we can maybe put the question forward to one of the doctors in SPG or something.
Thanks.
And then this is the. Just hide that comment.
I just did. Okay.
And then that's for the fasting group. So if you see that icon, that's us.
Right on.
Yeah, Carnival Pride Discord and fasting group as well. It's all branded the same.
It doesn't have the ring that the Lioness Pride does, but you know, dudes are simple, so it gets the job done.
Welcome, Shelley.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, here we go.
Bleeding with the bathroom.
I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe shoot me an email, Rose, and we'll have a chat about it in private. Yeah, because I'm not really sure. Doctor's appointment sounds good.
Right. 1:40 a.m. Wow. Yeah,
so it's late there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Early, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Carnivores don't sleep much anyway.
No.
Never. I'm sure.
We're gonna do a new drawing here shortly, so we're just figuring it out.
Thanks for the shout out, guys. I'll have channel membership up soon too, so I appreciate you teaching me about that. You're welcome.
No worries.
Whatever we just did in Discord was completely lost to me. I'll have to go back to the replay. Maybe I missed something. Oh.
Maybe I thought Beth was already in there though, wasn't she?
I don't know. Could be another one.
Could be a different.
Yeah, Beth, you are in there. Yeah. Same icon. You're already in there, Beth.
Yeah, I think you are, Beth. So you shouldn't have to do anything. This is
just load up your Discord and make sure you're logged in, and
yeah.
Yep.
Yes, Robin and Christy are joining us on our 5-day fast.
Are they?
They're in the Carnivore Pride fasting app too. So
that's awesome.
Christy, we got a bit of accountability there. Keep cheering each other on.
Oh, she's saying she's bleeding a little bit in the bathroom, but she's waiting for a doctor's appointment. That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because who knows? It could be a stomach ulcer. Could be
what I push too hard when you're going. Yeah.
I definitely am suffering with that right now because too much cheese over the holidays, too many dry fasts. Wow. Holy cow. You need a break. You definitely need a break.
Yeah.
You gotta take it easy. It's holidays. We're bringing in the new year here soon.
Should be sleeping through it. What would a dude group be called? Lion Nep, Lion Carcasses Queen, Lion Main Thing.
Fucking
I'm trying to think of a good name right now. Oh,
badass
boy.
carnivore, right?
Well, I mean, there's always that, but don't worry, it's gonna come to us. I got to think on that one. Now you got me thinking, Mike. There's so many things running through my head right now.
Channel coming out soon. The Dudes channel. I'm an Android phone YouTube app. Top left corner of live chat has a notification box that allows me to turn on Gifty, just letting you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes the app doesn't have all the same features.
Right.
I wasn't sure. I don't use the app.
Hi, Gladys. Hey, Lindy, what's your favorite carnivore meal and how do you cook it? I've actually got a brisket in the slow cooker right now. So I get a big brisket, I throw it in the oven, salt it heavily for about an hour, and then I transfer it to the slow cooker. And it's currently in there now, and it smells delicious. So that's what I'm having for lunch today, and that is my favourite meal at the moment because you get the crispy bits, and then it's really tender on the inside as well. So,
absolutely.
Brisket.
So good.
And brilliant lives every week. I have followed closely. Keep going, please. It's such a huge help. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Thank you
so
for
much.
supporting us.
Should get into the Discord, Mandy, and there's more support in there.
Absolutely.
That's the whole purpose of the Discord, is to everybody has a way that we can all talk to each other when we're not doing lives.
No, you didn't sign up, did you, D? Don't hit the join twice. Oh, I was afraid that was going to happen.
What's happened?
I feel like D signed. I think she joined. I think she hit the join button twice and didn't see because she said she signed up. Oh boy. All right. D, I owe you $5. That's what you want to pull that graphic up again so that we make sure we tell them don't hit the join.
Right. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Oop. Yeah, you just want to hit the one that's on the YouTube thing. You don't want to hit this one.
Hit that one because we're not asking you to join. Like that's just.
This is free.
Yeah, that's just to get you to the step 2 page so that you can get to the 3 dots up here.
Once you click this window will pop up, and don't click this one. We don't want you to pay. We want you just to click this, and then after that'll pull up the settings. Then after the settings page, you make sure that this is on. Make sure allowed gifts is turned on, and then we're going to gift them out.
Yeah, that way you can we're going to gift out our maximum number of free.
And it's the end of the month, so and next show we're going to give out another 10 per channel.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here.
I've been having carnivore for 15 days, and my gallbladder feels full and bloated after I let this go away. I don't have a gallbladder.
Yes, it will go away. It's kind of funny because when you start eating, when you're not eating fats, your gallbladder kind of gets plugged up. You get gallstones and it gets plugged up. And then when you start eating fats, your gallstones start to break down and it starts to feel a little bit inflamed. So it's like it's going to kind of feel worse before it feels better. I do hear that taking ox bile and bile salts helps that along though. So, but it should absolutely get better for sure. But they also say you might pass some gallstones in the meantime as they break up because they're going to get smaller. So there you go. I like that wolf pack for the dudes.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is good. I do like that.
I can hear the cogs turning now. You're in trouble.
Exactly.
Just plug Carnivore do a search in like that. 215 results. The word is getting out there. Yeah.
Isn't it awesome though, guys?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yes, it did pass, but weakness, any dizziness, and is that New Jersey, NJ? I don't know.
Weakness and dizziness and You're not anemic, are you? You don't need iron, do you? You should be getting plenty of iron if you're eating plenty of red meat, but are you anemic?
Hi, girls, guys, and gal. Any theories by Carnivore Sleepless? I'm perfectly fine with 5 to 6 hours as well.
Absolutely.
I don't know, but I love it. More time in the day to live my life.
Right? Isn't it funny too? Like before, you wanted to sleep all the time because you didn't want to be awake and face what was happening, you know? And now you're excited to be up and you have the energy to be up, you know? Like now you know, it's fun to go into the day where it didn't used to be fun, you know?
And I just jump out of bed now. Like I bounce out of bed and I'm ready to start. It's not like I have to drag myself, and it's awesome. I love the energy.
Right.
Are the green people fasting, or what does that mean? Is that on the app? Or I think mine should say I'm fasting right now.
I haven't signed up yet, so I don't know.
I haven't used it yet.
Working on it.
I'm waiting
going
until
to have it.
Well, starting tomorrow evening, my fast starts.
Yeah, tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm doing my fast because I like to start my fast at 11 because my worst time, the fast for the first part of the fast gets hard for me at 12 hours in, which puts it at 11 o'clock at night if I start at 11 o'clock in the morning. And then I usually fall asleep while the worst part of the fast is going on. So I sleep through the hard part, and then I wake up, you know, fully in fast mode and autophagy, and then it's easy, you know. So
I'm 15 hours into my fast, and that red bit means I'm in autophagy. So that's exciting. But it says here I'm the only one fasting at the moment. So you'll see all the icons there when we're all fasting. We'll have a little icon, then you can just click on the icon and go to that person's profile. You can cheer them on or leave them a comment. That's a pretty cool app. And then it says I feel good. I've got little, you see that? You can choose what you're feeling, if you're struggling or whatever. So if you're struggling, you can just put I'm starving or something, and then someone can come and cheer you on, or maybe it's time to stop your fast and eat. So
absolutely.
I love it.
Oh boy, I'm getting behind again. It's Alpha Line a thing. I don't know, but that's interesting. But this gets me to think we should do a thing if we do want do a dude's channel one of these days. Why don't we do a thing where put your ideas in the chat for a dude's channel, and the name that we use, I'll send like a $50 Amazon gift card to. That'd be
There you
fun.
go.
Let's do that.
And actually put it in the comments, not in the chat, because we're going to lose it in the chat.
Yeah, sorry, comments.
Yeah, comments after the show.
After the video.
Whatever one we pick, $50.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Let's do that. What do we got going on here?
Lions are known as the king of the jungle. Might be a good group name if they're somewhere.
That'd be cool. There we go. I'm trying to catch up. So what do they call this in the SPG, a turbo round or whatever?
You're not that far behind. You're fine.
Okay.
I steak lines. Chicken legs for the first time. Oh wow! Yeah, I haven't tried doing that because tallow is expensive.
Right.
My heart to be putting all that, making it fried like that. Mm.
Absolutely. Oh, here we got a question.
I have never cooked a brisket. I ordered it once at an Amazon barbecue restaurant, American barbecue restaurant. It was tougher than a piece of wood. I long to taste good brisket. What are the meat prices for brisket down under? It was $18. I actually took a photo. Let me find it. I don't know how big.
For the record, if you had tough brisket in America, you went to a bad restaurant. Just to let you know, that's you get run out of town around here for something like that.
Yep.
Serving tough brisket should be a felony.
And it's supposed to be slow cooked anyway, so it becomes tender.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
super tender.
It's very
Yeah.
slow cook. Yep. You want it about I think it's I shouldn't speak, but I think it's 103 degrees is where you want brisket.
They cook for how long? At 103.
Yeah, for like you want to keep it at 103 for like 73 hours.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what I cook mine in a sous vide for, like days. It's crazy. But if you're doing it on a smoker or something, it's like you want the internal temperature, I believe, to be 103, and that usually takes something like, like 6 to 8 hours. And then after that, you wrap it in tin foil or butcher's paper or whatever, and then we wrap it in a bath towel, and then we put it in a cooler, like a drink cooler, and then you let it rest for an hour, and then you pull it out, and it's pretty.
I don't cook like you. It's too difficult. I just straight out of the slow cooker and eat it. No resting or anything.
We'll have it Todd's way when we go to visit Todd.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it.
15
It's got
kilos.
to have the test. When you slice it, it's got to hang over your finger straight down, and then it's got to have the pull test where it just falls apart.
It's
A
15.
little too much, Todd. A little bit too much.
What?
$15 a kilo for brisket in Australia.
In Australia.
There's so much
Hey.
math involved in that sentence because it's Australian money and then kilos too. So it's like makes my brain hurt. I heard the words that came out of your mouth, but I still don't know what you mean.
Sorry.
Oh no. I gotta get a conversion chart up here for your time zones, for your currency, for your weights and measurements.
I need a map of America up here so I can put everyone on there because it's like, are you close to Texas? That's my first question when I meet somebody.
Right.
You anywhere near Texas? Are you coming to Canada? Idea.
So $1 US is $1.47 in Australian.
What's that? Say that one again.
$1 US is $1.50 in Australian dollars.
Oh wow, I didn't know it was that much.
So yeah, we go there, we'll be rich, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be loaded. Well, I'm gonna be like redneck loaded, which just means I can afford shiny rims. That's redneck loaded. Shiny rims for your truck that doesn't run.
I think someone last week had problems, or the week after, before that, had problems, and they got a message straight away and were able to get in. So hopefully they don't take too long to get back to you, Shelley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did happen to Keith, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one.
Beth, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, Beth. We're trying to cater to everybody, but I hear you. My app folder for YouTube stuff and carnivore stuff is out of control. I can't keep up with it. So just know this: YouTube will always be my primary. This is what I'm always going to keep up with. All that other stuff is just like when I can get to it, I get to it. But it's like, I mean, we have lives like we all do. It's too much to deal with, but you can always catch us here. This is going to be primary for me. Michael's now the 700.
I already messaged her.
Michael is now the 700 plus technical support. He should be talking with an Indian accent. Excuse me. How may I help you today? This be funny. Let's see. Very good. Wolf. Yeah, I do like the wolf pack. That's a good one. Let's see.
You were gifted an hour to Linda's member only. I see your name in colour. Yay! Congratulations, Linda. You can follow me next month. If I don't post, I encourage you to email me and give me a what for.
Absolutely.
I enjoy my sleep, and sometimes I take a nap just because I want to. Beautiful.
There you go.
Listen to your body if you want to do it.
Sleep is a wonderful hobby.
Yeah, and it's a lot of the healing happens when you're sleeping. And I think Dr. Mindy Peltz, I was watching her this morning. She says that's when you lose a lot of fat too.
Yep.
It's where all the fat loss happens. Don't eat 2 hours before bed, and yeah, you'll lose a lot of fat. So sleep more. So there's a join separate from being subscribed in YouTube. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. So you got to go. So you probably can't see it on the live. You got to go to a video. I don't think it's on the live, is it, Michael?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's there.
Oh, it is. Okay. So yeah, okay. I guess it is on the live, but it's what is it? It's to the bottom of the video, but kind of to the middle left. The join tab is under the video, and you probably have to be on a desktop, right?
Well, Keith did say he did it on his phone, on the phone app. So
okay. Let's see here. Going through some chats here. I think you're
They're in the other room because they talk a lot. Yeah, so you won't be able to hear me. They try to talk over the top of me, but yeah, watch out for my Rio because he's a bit of a sassy pants, and yeah, he bit me the other day. I've got a bit of a mouth. He was attacking my spoon and yeah, grabbed my cheek by accident. Lots of cuddles up. So yeah.
He's a lion. He's a lion in a bird's
body.
He is. Oh, even the dog's frightened of him.
Absolutely.
Scott is.
I'll have to do a short for everyone about that. That's quite funny. He truly is a lion in the bird body.
I should know this question, but I don't know what corned beef is made out of. I believe the brisket is actually made out of the chest, right? I believe the brisket is that piece that hangs down.
I'm not sure. But it tastes
pretty sure.
good.
I'm pretty sure the brisket's the chest of the bull, but I don't remember now. I should know that one. I'm almost embarrassed that I don't know that. I can tell you where the ribeyes and stuff come from.
The corned beef comes from the brisket point.
Brisket point, and the brisket's
and then there's
the chest,
two different types of cuts. There's the flat cut, and then there's the point cut.
Right, and which you can see that when you have the brisket, there's a fat vein that runs between the point and the flat, and you can slice between it, and the point will come off, and then you're left with the brisket fat. But that's what's on the chest.
Which cut's better, flat or point?
Well, they're both great. So the flat is the most. So like most places serve you the flat, but the point is way juicier. It's got way more fat in it, and so it's just
that's
juicier,
the expensive one. Okay.
Yeah, well, they come together though. Like when you get a brisket, they come in one piece. Usually, you get the flat and the point, and then it's up to you what you want to do with it. Some people, like if you're in a brisket competition, they'll cut the point off because it wants it uniform one size, and they trim it, and that way that's competition brisket. But most people will, because that bigger, thicker part is going to cook different. But
yeah, right, slower. Yeah.
Yeah, but the point is really good for burnt ends. Burnt ends are wonderful. A lot of people take and cut the point off the flat. They'll smoke the flat and they'll chop up the point into little squares, and then they'll make kind of artificial burnt ends, which are burnt end brisket chili is pretty much should be a religion of its own.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's amazing. Oof, making me hungry.
You're going to be doing a lot of cooking when I go there, Todd.
I will be happy. I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking, a lot of eating. But I was right. It's the brisket is on the chest, right? Yeah. All right. If I screwed that up, I was going to lose my man card.
On neuropathy, I used Same Eat, a supplement with some success for over a year. I could walk with it okay, and without it, I wanted a rollator for every few feet. I was shopping for one before Carney. I'm glad that you didn't need to get one, the rollator. So, wow. I had neuropathy in my left foot for a while, but that seems to be much better now. Occasionally, my toes go to sleep occasionally, but
Had
most of it's gone.
pretty bad neuropathy in my toes too. My toes would all move at the same time. There was like they're one big brick, and I couldn't individually move them. And I didn't know this because I couldn't see my toes because I was huge. But then I started paying more attention when I started getting fluid off me, and I realized, my toe, I had neuropathy in my feet, and then I got so much fluid off that I started getting the feeling back, and then my feet felt like I was standing in a hot frying pan all the time. Like the bottom of my feet were on fire. It was driving me crazy how sensitive and how much they burned. But I just knew in my gut, I was like, I think this is a good thing. I think it's because I'm getting feeling back. I think that's why this is making this feeling. And that lasted 3 months, and it was a whole lot of suck for sure. It was, yeah. But then it all came back, and once it stopped burning, I could move my little piggies individually. So now my feet feel pretty good. They're still a little bit kind of dead and feeling to them, like they're getting better, but they get better every day. And my legs do too. Like the skin on my legs, I couldn't feel like the water temperature. So like when I was in the shower, I couldn't feel what temperature the water was on my legs. Had no idea. And so I'd be sitting there waiting for the water to warm up, and I would think it was still cold because I just felt the weird pressure on my legs, but I couldn't feel temperature. I would lift up the water someplace I could feel something, and yeah, it was burning hot. I was like, "Ah!" So that was a problem. Don't use your neuropathy bits and pieces to check the temperature of the water. It's not a good idea.
I just cooked some more Briggs heart attack chicken, but this time instead of tallow, I used bacon fat. It was good. Definitely endorsed by my 15-year-old son and my cat, Pixel. So that didn't have to be a lot of bacon fat because it's deep fried, isn't it? That chicken. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. If the fat, no, you should not fast. That's good. I mean, basically, the fat is causing your gallbladder to try to produce bile again. It's breaking down the dried up bile in your gallbladder. So no, you want the fat. You just got to ease into it, right? You got to ease into the fat because you got to be able to process it, because you're just going to end up with a bunch of diarrhea and loose stool if you can't break down the fat and emulsify it. Now, I do think for you, fermented foods would help you with that, and things like vinegar helped me for a long time, because those things, just like you can use vinegar on your counter to clean up grease, it's because it'll break down fats, and so some shot of apple cider vinegar and some water, or some fermented, like sauerkraut juice and things like that, that really helps people's gut microbiome break down fat until their gallbladder starts to cooperate. Kefir's really good for helping that too on the gut. So kefir would be another good thing. And ox biles and bile salts help a lot. Helps my mom, and she doesn't have a gallbladder, but it helps her break down the fats until your gallbladder gets healthy again. Then this is just my opinion. I'm not telling anybody to do anything because I don't know anything. These are just me thinking out loud what I would do if I was in that spot.
I know Dr. Berry has quite a few videos about the gallbladder, so he may have something in one of his videos that you can have a look at.
Absolutely. Hey, DC. Hey, everybody. He's got an awesome channel. Y'all can run over there and check out DC Learning to Live. Let's see. I clicked on the wrong thing.
Tallow is easy to make. I got 2.5 kilos. Sorry, she's an Aussie too. Of beef rings from the butcher for $12. Carnivore Quest Cassie had. Okay, I'll have a look into that. My butcher, because I cut all the fat off our meat because it's heart healthy. So they bag it all up and give me a big bag. So I've actually got about 2 kilos sitting there in the fridge.
Let's see here. Oh, here's a question.
Barbecue restaurant dinner for two was over $60. I'm Canadian. That was expensive with the dollar exchange. Lindy, price per pound of brisket. What was it? $15 per kilo.
Yes, so that was like $10 a pound American then.
Yeah.
And that's cheap wherever that was, by the way. 10 or for you it's cheap. For me, brisket is like $32 a pound cooked here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's at Dickey's Barbecue, and their barbecue's
right. And that's
not great. But yeah, around $30 a pound cooked. But brisket from Costco to cook yourself is about $5.50 a pound.
Right.
And so then you just gotta smoke it yourself, which is way better anyhow. Or better yet, get a sous vide and vacuum seal it and sous vide it for 73 hours and then sear it with a weed burner and then let it rest and then slice it. And that's amazing. For sure. That's super good.
You really have to plan ahead to do something like that, though.
Yeah, but when you do that, that's 20 pounds of meat.
Right.
So you just made 20 pounds of meat at like $6 a pound. That's delicious. And now you got meat for 3 days that you just got to warm up and just put some beef broth on and make, like there's so many things oh gosh, the things that makes, is so good. Let's see what we got here.
Oh my God, yes, Todd. First, it was getting used to those time zones. Now the money.
Exactly. It's like oh man, I am behind, aren't I? We are
a little bit, yeah.
Oh yes. So yeah, about $4.50 a pound for brisket. I'd say that's the national average. We're in a kind of expensive area, but I'd say for raw brisket from the store, about $4.50 a pound's probably pretty average. Let's see.
Thanks.
Yeah, because here's one where they had it for $4.99. Yep. Oh no, who knows what kind of money that is? Because it's in grams.
That's Canadian. Got the Canadian flag. So
okay, all right. I don't know about grams, but I know that Chevy makes an awesome 454 engine. That's pretty good engine. I don't know about brisket and grams.
What are the Discord links for Lindy and Todd? I have one for Michael already.
All the same. We're all in one.
Yeah.
It's one Discord channel.
Yeah. It's just but you're in it. We're all
one
in the
link and you get all three amigos.
How did you miss my emoji? It's the big dude in the tights and the cowboy hat. You can't miss that emoji. Of course I'm in there. Let's see here. Yeah, exactly. You got to have a home base, a foundation where you can find us. Yeah, absolutely. It's like you're doing something and then somebody's like, hey, have you been over here on TikTok and on, X and on, what was that one I got messages on this morning, which is like the subsidiary, it was like, because we already got Facebook and then Facebook owns Instagram. And then Instagram was like on, what was that? It was like somebody wants to hook up with you on Threads. That's what it was. Threads, which is
Facebook's
another Facebook
version
thing
of Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, you guys, and I'm not doing another freaking app. Like, it's just, there's so many. I got folders full of apps, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, we need a consolidation app that puts it all into one. That's what we need. Holy cow.
I mean, at time for all this stuff.
Let's see here. That up there while I'm looking. There we go. Happy New Year's, Greg. Everybody go check out Greg's channel. He's a good dude. He's got
Yes,
a
he is.
nice, awesome low carb story. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. I don't know. You mean like prepare it as carnivore or turn it into carnivore?
My daughter would love a cat, but not with two birds in the house. I won't let her.
Here's a funny one.
You just said sassy pants. That is awesome. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Corned beef is awesome. Brisket.
It is.
Okay. This is a different style to cook it, is it?
Yeah, it's in a brine.
Yeah, and I don't
Irish.
I'm not a big fan of corned beef. But it's the same cut. Interesting.
Yeah, like I love corned beef, but the problem is I can't find like a corned beef that doesn't have sugar in it. Like sugar is just full, my favorite, I shouldn't talk about it because it was the old life, but my favorite meal was corned beef hash that I'd make from scratch with eggs and Tabasco.
Awesome.
And oh my gosh, I would make fresh potatoes. I cut them myself, and then I would soak them, to get the starch off of them. And I'd make my own breakfast potatoes, and then I'd put green peppers and onions in there. And then I would get a fresh corned beef and chop it up in little cubes. And I'd put that in there, and then I'd make it, and then I'd steam over easy eggs on top of it. And then I'd put the pepperoncinis on top. I love the pepperoncinis, but cold on top once it was done, and then cold ketchup and Tabasco sauce and salt and pepper. Oh my gosh, I could eat piles back in the old days.
That was in a different life.
That was a different life.
Yeah, Todd's going to cook for us all, but in KetoCon.
I
So
am.
we're going to have a meet up somewhere, and he'll do a barbecue for us all and cook the steak the way he likes.
For sure. Hey, there's Carnivore Scott.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Scott. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's, man. Hope
Good to see
everything's
you.
going good. I got to come check out I know you got kind of a Bible channel going. I got to come check that out. Let's see.
She puts it in the next one. Next one is dudes eat steak.
Oh, I got you. I actually really like that. I like the what we would call the thunderheaded lummox-ness of it all. I really like that.
Yeah.
Straight to the point, because you got to be blunt with dudes. Like you can't be beating around the bush. There can't be any satire or
I saved the bacon grease purposely for a long time to fry that chicken. Yeah, good on you. I'll have to do a video and show us how it turned out.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that will let you know exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll know for sure, but sometimes it's a good thing. You know what? I used to think that was problemsome, but with my latest problem with dry fasting and eating too much cheese, I miss those days. That was a better spot to be in. I now feel like I know maybe 1% of what it's like to bear children. Didn't use half. Absolutely. All right, let's see. Howdy, Scott. I'm trying to find. Okay, here we go. How far am I behind? Oh boy.
You're about 5 minutes behind.
All right. I gotta get. I don't know how I get so behind. I'm bad at this. My new glasses are coming though next week, and so I should get much better at this when I can see the screen.
That'll be awesome.
And if you move your microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, my camera. My dang camera.
Oh, your camera. That's right. Not the microphone.
Yeah. Camera's in the way.
I know you had to move something.
I gotcha. Well, no worries. Come come back to the, leave the dark side, come back to the light. Come on over here. The water is fine. No worries, man. You got it back.
Too.
Yep, exactly. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I remember you said you're going to do that. So you better buy a couple of them because you need to stagger them if you're waiting 18 months at a time. Yep. Everybody's welcome Scott back. That's good to see.
Yeah, we all missed you, Scotty.
We did.
Just $15 a kilo in Australia, correct? So is that a good or a bad price? Is that what you're...
Oh, good Lord. Did you just say 100? So that's like, so if he said $100, that's like $66, whatever a kilogram is, 66 American. And then what is a kilogram in pounds?
2.2, no?
That would be about right. So about $33. So that'd be a prime ribeye. Okay,
Prime cut,
that makes
yeah.
sense. That makes sense. That's a little pricey, but about right. I think our prime ribeyes are about $28 a pound. We can get filet mignon. We can get the filet we get for about $32 to $34 a pound here. Let's see here. I don't know. I mean, I agree, but I don't feel like what I'm doing is not simple. But I feel like it is simple.
That's okay. You can cook for Dealey and I and Michael.
All right. I feel like what I'm doing is simple. Like it sounds like once you do it, it's just it's
It's a
like,
habit. Now you just get into it and you just go.
Yeah.
No.
Hmm.
That Sperry barbecue and Infinity barbecue biscuit is about $21.99 a pound.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you.
I get confused with all these pounds and grams and time zones and money.
I hear you. We need some sort of AI conversion bot for per region, like a geological AI conversion bot that takes measurements, weights, and money.
Yeah, I'm sure there's an app for that somewhere.
There probably is. Let's see here. Oh, we'll see you, Missy.
No.
Take care. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, Missy. Good night. We'll see you here in Austin pretty soon.
If you're going to Keto Club, let us know in the chat.
I believe she is. Yeah, I believe she was talking about it.
She said if she was feeling well enough, if she got her strength back.
If there's anyone else in the chat that's going, let us know.
Let's see. Oh, where is Clay in here? I see somebody saying congratulations, Clay. Where's Clay at? Oh, here he is. There he is.
Hey, Clay.
Howdy, Clay. That's awesome, Clay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to talk later, but good work. And I know you're feeling better. Oh, and to answer your question, Clay asked me earlier. I was just busy today with the fireworks, but he asked me earlier if I experience sensitive teeth on carnivore, and actually I experienced the opposite. I had sensitive teeth to like temperature. If I drank, I couldn't bite into ice cream and my teeth would freak out. That went away on carnivore. However, I know what you mean. When I was first doing carnivore, my teeth got tired of chewing meat. So they were actually a little bit sore for a while. Then they got really strong. So let's see here. What we got here. Yeah, the whole cow. That's cheaper than it is here for sure. About half price actually than it is here for a butcher. Let's see here. Let's see, Greg. Yeah, absolutely, Greg. Definitely. I think you're gonna enjoy that. You're gonna get a lot of results out of that, I think.
Oh, see you, Shelley.
See you, Shelley.
Yeah, she's been unwell for a little while now.
Oh no.
Mm. See ya. She's probably gone by now.
Yeah.
Everybody's jumping ship. See ya, Keith.
Yeah,
Man.
my breath is smelling pretty good too. I can just this waft coming into here.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys send out those other free memberships you guys got?
Here we go. I'm gonna send them out now. Membership gifting. Gift 5 now. Bam. Gifted out there, out the door. Who won?
Bypass Carnivore, Bliss, Meeting Wellness, Matt, and Growing Turtle. On your channel, Todd.
Congrats.
Lindy, did you do yours yet, Lindy? Okay.
It's coming. It's coming. Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
Congrats, Christy.
Keith, Meeting Wellness got one. Sandra McDonald, Bypass Carnivore, and Deb Olson.
Yay, awesome.
That's awesome.
We'll see you in there. If I stay on track, I want to reward myself if I can with going on going to KetoCon. Yay. Hopefully we'll see you there. You're welcome.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Yeah, we'll see you, Deb. Thank you so much.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a good time. That's awesome. This is fun. Man, I wish we had enough like ad money to give giveaways like every week. It's the funnest part. Because don't have to listen.
We'll have 10 again.
Yeah, for sure. Oh wow, she got the double whammy.
Oh, good. Awesome. Congrats.
Oh, so did Beth.
Go and grab a TETS ticket.
Here we go.
You want to see the big mess I made while listening to you all?
Yeah.
Yeah, put a picture in the Discord and we'll come and check it out.
Definitely. Or we could pop the link in for Bypass too. She could come in.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, are you going to put that in, Michael?
Yeah,
you want me
put
to
it in there. Yep.
Are you guys going to plan a meetup during KetoCon for all of us YouTube friends? We'd like to. Absolutely.
It's not going to be at a line dancing bar with Todd and big tights, so that's for sure. But
no, Phil's going to do that. You're going to cook the barbecue so we can all come and eat afterwards. So we've already discussed that. Yeah.
That would be fun. Like, let us know how many would be there, and that'd be kind of fun to see. You know, although it would be a crime to humanity to go to Texas and eat my barbecue because you're in Texas. Texas has the greatest barbecue on the planet.
No, we definitely would love to meet up with as many people as we can. So once all the KetoCon schedule's out and we know what's going on, we'll plan something and yeah.
Absolutely. No worries. You get some sleep.
Elder.
Good night. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's to you.
Yeah. Happy New Year. Yeah, no, just the girls. We can go and do our line dancing and then meet up for dinner somewhere. If Todd doesn't want to cook, you're going to cook for us somewhere.
Yeah, I gotta do man. Yeah, the men will do. The dudes will do men things. The dudes will do dude things. And then Yeah, you guys can meet up and we're cooking. We'll stand over meat and grunt. And that's what we'll do and feel more manly about it.
The line naps. You don't have to deep fry chicken to make fried chicken. You can just make normal fried chicken. Oops.
Oh, sorry. I clicked the button. I got happy because I saw that she was sending Michael a deal.
Look up a recipe for Maryland fried chicken or chicken fricassee. Put a generous amount of fat. Okay. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of chicken. I do like chicken wings, but I just find it very dry, and I'm always hungry within an hour after eating chicken. It doesn't fill me up. So
For sure. Yeah, and when you guys are in the Discord, let us know what your plans are for World Carnivore Month. That'll be interesting too. See
How
what,
did you send it to me, Diane? Oh, email maybe. Maybe email.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nope.
That is awesome. That's what we called flatulence here, barking squirrels.
On my phone? I didn't get it yet.
Todd, have you tested blood and testosterone levels yet? Just curious. I'm debating going back on TRT. I probably should wait after doing carnivore for a while and decide.
No, I'm doing it next month. So, because the 1st is my 1-year anniversary, and then I'm going to go get labs done after 1 year. But I can tell you this, I did not, I was on TRT for about 6 weeks. And then as I was taking it, 1, I was getting a little bit like aggressive, and 2, I just started reading up about it.
She's painting.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job. Very good.
That's awesome.
Oh,
You'll have to put it on WhatsApp so I can see it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
I'll put it up on the Discord.
yeah, that'd be awesome. Or yeah, Discord. I forget. See, another app. But so I was taking it, but then I read about how you can get dependent on it, because if you start taking in external, testosterone, your body will stop trying to produce it. So I did the egg thing, the 36 egg thing, and that really worked. I could tell that worked. There's obvious signs that works. So I'm definitely not going to be going on it anytime soon. What I want to do is I want to start doing cycles of I'm going to do this lion diet thing because I want to see how healing it is. But if I don't notice a huge difference between lion diet and BBB and E, then I'm going to go back to, on the days that I am eating, I'm going to try to continue alternate day eating and alternate day fasting. And when I'm eating, I'm going to try to get the 36 eggs in, because that was making a definite huge difference. Plus, it's cheaper. When you're eating 36 eggs, you don't have room to be eating a whole bunch of $25 ribeyes. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but to finish answering your question, next month I will have the bloods and the testosterone results, and I will let you all know for sure.
All the barbecue TV shows focus on the barbecue sauce, not the meat. Exactly. It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, it's for sure. I think the carnivores are going to make some of the best barbecue people on the planet, because we don't get to cheat. We don't get all the stuff that covers up and marinades and all that stuff. So yeah, we should. I was just going to say they should call us meat handlers, but I don't think they should call us that. That would be a bad idea. But I think we're doing a better job at learning how to cook with everything, and without having to kind of cheat with sugar and whatever.
The World Carnivore Month. I think I'm going to eat a lot of meat. I'm with you there.
Exactly. I think if that's your only plan, you're on the right track. You can't go wrong there. See that, Michael?
I'm sorry.
She said you didn't get it because she forgot to put.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it now. Yeah.
Let's see here. DC.
If you do TRT, you should cycle it, but best to get it from food if you can. Yeah, I agree.
I posted it up in Discord in the photos.
Absolutely. Oh, I hit the wrong button. She was talking about chicken. Here we go.
Tallow, lard, bacon grease, or you can put in butter. Also, if you put about half an inch of melted fat in your skillet, it would work out well. Brown pieces on both sides. Ooh.
Awesome.
Do crumb them in pork rinds as well. I think there's a lot of people that do. I've seen a few recipes. Yeah, I am too.
Get you.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too.
For sure. See you, Scott. We'll see you. Are you going to be doing some shows pretty soon? Oh, dang it. I do again. I got to stop that. I need a shock collar. That's what I need. No more doing.
More than happy to shock you. I'll be pushing the button.
Yeah, my accountability buddy.
we'll make it so it's Wi-Fi and
voice activated from Siri or something.
Yep.
This did one a while ago. We'll do more soon. Okay.
We missed you.
Yeah, we were on our live, so we missed it. I saw the notification come up.
Oh, I got you. Well, that's why we cross streams.
Yeah.
Get it cross streams. That's funny.
Don't be touching the horns.
no touching horns. Let's see. We're trying to be there we go.
I have a live in 20 minutes. Got to go set up some stuff. Come on,
well, that's cool. We're quitting in 20 minutes, so we'll come see you. We'll say hi.
I'll bring my
brisket. Say that again.
I'll bring my brisket with me.
There we go. Let's see.
I'm currently doing BBBE for a while now and plan to do that next month. Excellent.
Sounds good.
Can't go wrong with BBE.
Works.
It does work.
Oh, you're special, Todd. Dude, isn't that what Dr. Baker called you too?
Yeah, Baker called me special. I know what you guys are saying. I'm reading between the lines.
He didn't say special. He said simple.
Oh, yeah, he said simple. I put that all in, he meant short bus, simple and special. I ain't saying he's wrong. I'm just saying you don't gotta keep telling me about it.
Pieces in egg and then coat them in indigo and meals. I don't know. Breading, which is carnivore ground pork rinds. Cool.
Awesome. Yes, Mike, I'll be happy to get demonetized on your channel. I made a promise I won't do it here. I'll get shadow banned over there. Exactly. You know what I mean by special. You all know it. You know every Saturday or Sunday live stream, you know it's short bus special. Licking the windows and all. Yeah, it's because truth is funny. It's always funnier when it's true. That's why.
Did you the chat for the last half an hour or last 20 minutes or
what's that?
Do you want to open up?
Yeah, let's open up the chat. If anybody wants to come in to the live stream and say hi, say what your plans are for the
new year. Yep.
Yeah. Hop on in. Here's the live link. You click on it. You come in. You say howdy.
Yep.
And Todd will behave.
Kind of.
Maybe.
For the most
Maybe.
part.
Happy.
Yeah, feel free to hop on in and say hi. Tell us what your World Carnivore New Year plans are. That'd be kind of fun.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. And then should we talk about, do we have maybe anything we want to mention about things that we're going to try to do in the new year as far as this channel goes, or interviews or anything like that? What are you
I think
thinking?
we were doing some interviews, but yeah, that's on the cards.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
yeah, we haven't really discussed it as yet.
For sure. There's DC. Pull him in here.
All right,
Hey,
there's
DC,
Heidi,
what's
DC.
going on?
Hey there.
Good to see you.
Heck yeah, what are you up to today?
Just getting ready for another live this afternoon. Actually, I'm just
Oh, nice. Are you on the same one as Mike, or are you?
no, we start 4:00 our time,
Okay, I got you.
so it's got a few hours. But this morning, let's see, today's Sunday. I was up at 2 a.m. Went to the gym. I always do an early session on Sunday morning, so I'm in the gym about 4 a.m. between 3 and 4 for a couple of hours, and then spend the rest of the day just catching up on things, you know.
Oh, nice. Got any big plans for New Year's for Carnivore Month?
Yeah, we've got a Carnivore Challenge group. We're doing 200 push-ups a day from for beginners all the way to advanced for 30 days. So we've got that coming up. That starts tomorrow, day one. And then we're going to do some, we're going to do a different challenge every month after that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Beautiful.
That'll be way good. Howdy, how are you?
Hi, Pearl.
Hi, Pearl.
Hey, Pearl.
Hi, how are you doing?
We're good.
Doing
I have a
awesome.
little bit of a voice right now, not a whole lot.
How you doing? We got any plans for tomorrow night for New Year's?
Well, we were gonna our Christmas plans got postponed until tomorrow night, but that's been postponed even further because everybody's still sick. So just the congestion and coughing and things like that. So basically I'm just staying put, just staying home. Just, I never did like being out on the road whenever people are drinking and things like that either. So,
Yeah.
at 64, I've kind of become kind of like, settled down a little bit,
Don't blame you.
But
I'm 40
I just
and
probably watch all the different YouTubers,
So good.
That's awesome.
We plan to go for a drive, find us a nice spot so we can overlook the city and watch the fireworks, because I don't want to go into the city. It's too busy and a lot of idiots out there. So nice quiet spot sounds good.
Yeah.
It's only a few hours away for us. So, yeah, we'll be in the new year soon. It's only a few more hours for us and it'll be New Year. So,
okay. That's right.
Yeah. It's, what time is it there, Todd?
It is 6:45 p.m.
Oh, okay.
But it's
Still
only
Saturday.
Yeah, I'm 7:45
Still
Central.
Saturday. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, so
7:45 Central.
Oh, nice. Yeah, tomorrow's our New Year's Eve, so tomorrow's our big celebration. But yeah, you guys get to the new year early. It's not fair.
2024 before you guys, and then my year can start. It's going to be a good year.
Yeah, it's
For
going to be a good year. It's gonna be a big year. It's going to be a very big year this year for everyone, whether they know it or not.
Now, is this the channel that you guys use whenever you visit each other through the week?
For chatting, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one, the website that we're on. Okay.
Yep, StreamYard. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watch movies on here.
Okay.
We make YouTube
Awesome.
plans. Yeah, it's awesome. It's really nice. Hey, there she is.
Movies do you watch?
Hey, Robin.
And how are
Hello.
you?
Good.
We
How are
watched-
you?
Awesome. How are you?
Awesome.
What are you doing for New Year's? What's your World Carnivore Month plans?
So, my daughter just let us know today that she's having a New Year's Eve get together at her house. So we'll be at her house tomorrow night. And for New Year's, I'm going into a fast. Christy and I are going to be fasting together. And she's doing 2 days straight, and I'm going to do 5, planning to do 5. And then I'll be on sort of a 21-day intermittent fast with my church for the from the 2nd to the 22nd of the month. So in addition to that, I'm planning to continue sprinting 3 days a week through the month of January.
That's awesome.
Very good.
So
Excellent.
good. Exciting.
That's
Cool.
really good.
Should be good.
Yeah, that's going to be way fun. Yeah, it'll be interesting. We're doing a fast too. We're starting me and Michael
4 weeks
and
ago
Lindy
at my
Oh, go ahead.
4 weeks ago at my youngest granddaughter's birthday party, I met a lady that lives in St. Louis, and she does keto, and she's actually a baker. And I've asked her if she's made any carnivore baking, and she says not yet. But I mean, she just lives across the river, so I'll be able to at least visit someone in my.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We lost last week too.
Yeah. Must
Well,
Must
we're
be
having
back.
it live in about 4 hours. If you guys are awake or up or anything, feel free to come and join us, and it's be open to anyone. So if you wanted to join, Graham from Carnivore Transformer will be joining us, and Pete from
Okay.
Primal Timeline,
Okay.
and a few others.
for sure.
Okay.
Diane.
I think I'm back on
Absolutely, yeah.
now.
There you go.
But it's
Go ahead.
it's nice to it's nice to have someone local that's doing something like I'm doing.
Yeah.
Other than I've been pen paling with Gladys O'Brien, and she's in Canada. But it's nice to be able to at least have someone that I can maybe go and practice some cooking with. That'll be really neat.
Mm.
But I haven't been able to get with the last few weeks because I've been coughing my head off. And
Right.
I've also, out of the last 4 weeks, I've been total laryngitis like 2 of those weeks.
Right.
So it's very rare that I'm kept from talking. But it happened.
We sure hope you're feeling better soon.
Yeah.
And then DC and Robin,
Yeah.
you guys want to put your YouTube channels out there too?
Just drop them in through StreamYard.
Can
They
we
go up.
show them on the screen, Michael?
Okay, hang on.
I forget how to do that.
Yeah, I will once they post it.
Okay. Well, no, I think they're on the bottom of their StreamYard links. That's what I was wondering. How do you
Yeah,
do
they
that thing?
Oh, yeah, we got to shut this down, and then there
Okay,
you go.
there we go. That's what I was
You can't
looking
have comments up, yeah.
for. Okay, that's why. Okay, there
Yep.
it is. Yeah, and that's
Oh.
everybody's oh no.
We lost her. And there's DC's channel.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's
That's awesome.
Mask.
Hopefully she comes back on. But yeah,
Amazing story for you, DC.
it's awesome.
Thanks, man.
And then she's what was her channel? The Carnivorous Grandma, right?
Right.
Yeah. Just want to make sure Robbins is out there too.
Yep.
But yeah. Pearl, are you gonna start a YouTube channel? You're a natural. You there, Pearl?
It's good to see you guys' smiling faces.
Oh, we appreciate you supporting us and coming and checking out the live stream, being on here with us. Let's see here.
I posted Robin's channel in chat.
Okay, that's awesome. Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
she's back now.
There she is.
I kicked myself out. Sorry, I was trying to type my information in the chat.
It
and
happens.
It
No
kicked me out.
worries.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Christy and I actually joined your fasting circle.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, on the app. So we
That'd be
joined
great.
that yesterday. Yeah.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
hmm
And because you guys are going to do a 2-day fast, right?
She's doing 2 days, and I'm gonna do 5.
5.
Oh, nice. That'd be
Nice.
awesome.
Yes.
That'll be awesome. We'll be happy to, man. It's things are just funner, funner, more fun with that kind
They're
of support.
funner. Yes.
More
I
funner.
agree.
Now you see why he's special.
That's
Yeah.
very special,
I have special gooder grammar.
Oh, funny.
Well, that's awesome.
We're on, so that'll be good. Having accountability buddies nearby.
Yes.
It is, and I love the idea of starting off a new year with a fast. Kind of put things in the right tone. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, I can't wait. This is gonna be fun, and I'm really excited. I don't know. I always get excited, but I'm excited about all the new plans for the New Year's. It's fun to start a new program and kind of make some new new healing and kind of new habits and just get a little bit better. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, new habits are the way to go. A lot of the way people eat, it all comes down to habits. So you need to replace old, bad habits with new habits.
Yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly because I find myself searching for things to fill up. Like a glass half empty is dangerous because you don't know what you're going to fill it up with. If you don't have a kind of a purpose, a plan for sure. So
Actually, I come across something just recently. Napoleon once said, sometimes death only comes from a lack of energy, and a lack of energy comes from taking on less than we are capable of. So I just posted that on my community page. A lot of people, they tend to, especially when they eliminate things, they think that they have to stop doing things. Sometimes you get bored. And then when you get bored, you revert back to bad habits. So it shouldn't be too afraid to take on new and more things. In the new year. That way you keep yourself busy, and you produce better habits out of that.
for sure.
That's a pretty profound statement. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Can you just repeat that statement one more time?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So sometimes death only comes from a lack of energy, and a lack of energy comes from taking on less than we are capable of.
Wow. Yeah, that's a profound statement.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think
a lot of
there's
the
a lot of
time,
truth.
people they tend to think they can't do things, and they get scared of doing trying. So I don't think you should be scared of taking on, even if you do end up taking on too much at sometimes, and it can be overwhelming. But if you just focus on the one, like the first step in front of you, just keep focusing on that next step, you're going to get through it all. I firmly believe you can't fail as long as you keep trying.
Mm. I think we were talking about the fasting before. If you, what are we going to do with all this spare time on our hands now that we're not going to be eating? So I suggested maybe going out for a walk. I don't get outside a lot, so instead of eating, get outside, sit in the sun, or go for a walk around the block or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Change that. Yeah.
That's a lot of people's big excuse not to try carnivore, isn't it? It's like, oh, it'd be too boring for me. You don't get your entertainment from food. You get it from doing activities.
Right.
The problem, biggest problem people have is they treat food as entertainment. If they just filled up their days with more activity, then they have, and especially if they went carnivore, they'd have more time to do that activity. Have more fun, enjoy life more.
Yeah, Yeah, I think there's a definite point there, and I think that's what everybody's got to, I think you got to make that distinction, but I think we got to. Yeah, I find man, I don't even. It's hard to put into words, but I actually like the carnivore and the fasting better, because here's what I just remember: when I was eating the standard American diet, I could eat whatever I wanted, and they all got boring, right? I had palate fatigue on everything I ate. Nothing tasted great. Nothing was worth the misery I was going through. And you got sick of everything. And the same is true for carnivore. I get sick of carnivore food. I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, I get sick of always eating meat. I get sick of the 5 foods that I always eat. But that's why I love fasting so much, is because when I fast, I no longer am sick of meat. Well, like, I'm ready to eat meat. And so when I have palate fatigue, it feels good to fast, and I enjoy it, and I crave the fasting. And then when I'm tired of fasting, I crave the food, and it makes you appreciate the healthy food more. And I think that's how we're meant to be. I think, gathering and hunting, that sort of lifestyle that that our ancestors lived in, where you didn't have all these options all the time, where you could just your fingertips pick and choose. I think that's how we're meant to be, because it just makes you much more grateful for meat when you didn't have anything for a day.
Well, I think you just naturally fast too. If you like, you get palate fatigue, obviously you're just not hungry enough, so don't eat.
Right.
I found that.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I found that I did the sea lion diet for the month of October, and I was so tired of it by the end. It felt like the highway opened up when I was able to go back to the standard carnivore diet. So
right.
It just felt like I was really happy to be able to have other kinds of meat, like bacon and stuff like that. So that was eggs, even,
same kind of thing, right?
Had that. Yeah.
Because that's what I've noticed too. Like, I don't eat a lot of cheese because it's a stalling food, but it's great to allow myself to have cheese for like Christmas or one of those special things. And then people are like, well, how are you going to navigate Christmas? I'm like, well, to me, having cheese is like, it's kind of like having the whole thing, right? Because it's such a big treat to have cheese and like sour cream and stuff on Christmas or whatever, that's good enough. And the funny thing is, if we took the whole spectrum of the carnivore, quote unquote diet, to where you could have all the cheese and the butter and the eggs and all the meats and stuff, if you really ate that every day, all of those things, you'd get sick of all of them. And then a cheat day would have to be, or a treat day would have to be, out of the carnivore diet. So I like kind of doing strict B, and E, and then cheating with some of those other fun, not cheating, but treating yourself with some of those other fun things. Cause I find I literally get as much mental break from that as I did like when I was on, carnivore and cheated to keto, or when I was on keto and just cheated, period. It's all just kind of a weird mind game that I was playing with myself, because it's not real. The reality of it is, there's fat, there's protein, and there's sugar, and I'm just not eating the sugar. I'm eating the fat and protein. And so we can all get sick of all of it. I keep going back to when I was allowing myself to have whatever I wanted, how it all was boring. It all, well, I had palate fatigue for everything. How many people do you know in your normal life, when they're like, what do you guys want for dinner? And they're like, oh, I don't know. Nothing sounds good. Oh gosh, golly. That's like a normal thing now.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. So we can, to say that carnivore is restrictive because you get tired of it. I mean, what don't you get tired of?
Right.
I get tired of everything,
That's true. I mean, every day when I have to think about what to prepare, it's like, what sounds good. I mean, of course, the ribeye to me always sounds good, actually.
Yeah.
But just thinking about what to make, what to cook, is like draining. I'm happy not to have to think that hard about it anymore, actually.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Don't have
So
to
do
worry
I.
about, what are you going to have for breakfast, lunch, dinner. You don't have to, you're not grazing all day like a damn cow. And, you're just so much more time, like 1 or 2 meals a day, you're done. You know, what's that? Half an hour maybe out of your day.
Yeah.
You still got another
If that-
23 hours to do what you want.
I love
That's
that I
awesome.
can open my fridge and look, and I know in 12 seconds what I have to put on my list, because there's like 5 spots where my 5 foods go. That's how, when I'm out of one of them, I'm like, oh, I got to get that, and that's my list. And it's like, steak, bacon, eggs, butter, I mean, those things, and then maybe a special meat, and that's pretty much it. And I can look at it and go, oh, I need this thing, then I'm just buying that one thing, and it's always
pretty
easy.
easy to remember your shopping list, isn't it? Just 4 items, and then you got butter, bacon, and some kind of meat and eggs.
Right. And it keeps you so clean too, because when you don't have to navigate through all those aisles of death and addiction and substance, you don't have to go through all that. You're just getting these things. It's like you put on blinders and nothing else matters.
Yeah, shopping takes you 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, I really enjoy the simplicity, and we all talk about. Me and Adam were talking the other day from Carnivore Today, and he's like, man, just the the simplicity of it and my dishes, he's like, I'm like, yeah, I dirty 1 fork and 1 cutting board and 1 knife every time I cook, and 1 pair of tongs to flip the steak. And I said, and if I'm being honest, I don't even use a fork anymore. I just slice it and pick it up with my finger. So,
nice.
I said, I'm lying about the fork because I didn't want to sound like an animal.
Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, the simplicity, I was just talking about that on one of the videos on my channel, was that it's that simplicity, and also that food freedom, no longer having to obsess over the food or even be thinking about food, really. And now the fast is coming, and I really don't have to think about food, and that's just like,
Even better.
I'm excited for that reason. Though the fast, it's a little bit of a mental challenge, and thinking about going into a fast, a longer fast, rather than just a normal intermittent fasting. It's a little bit of a mental challenge, but just that freedom from the obsession of the food, I'm so excited about that part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I totally agree. And it really is that mental obsession, because we all know that we can, I just keep going over and over again. Like when I've fasted for, 24 to 48 hours, and then I go eat a ribeye, I can't think of a pizza that tasted better than that ribeye does right in that moment. I can't think of a cheesecake that tasted better than that ribeye did. But if I eat, meat 5 days in a row or 6 days in a row or 2 meals a day or something, sure, I don't really want it. But that's not because the lifestyle's restrictive. It's because I had we're blessed enough to have so much access to so much meat and nutrition that our body just doesn't need it. We just ate so much of it, we need a break. And that happens for anything. But for some reason, the world has turned that into being unrealistically restrictive, because you get tired of eating meat when you have meat a lot. Well, I just keep going through it, and I can't think of anything that I've ever ate a bunch of that I didn't get tired of eventually,
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
plus, I mean, like you said, like especially after a fast, like that steak tastes so good, and your body just soaks up those nutrients like a sponge. It just feels fantastic. But you never feel that good after eating a pizza or anything else like that. All that crap food. Even
I gotta ask you guys,
anything like that.
do you guys ever feel like literally like you almost took some sort of drug sometimes? Not all the time, but sometimes when you eat beef, you feel almost a euphoric, like I feel amazing feeling.
Yes.
I get that quite often.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. Yeah, I've never had that. I'll get a brain high from sugar for 5 minutes of cold, nervous energy.
Then you crash.
Yeah, but I've never. I mean, I just feel like the only way I can explain, I try to tell people about it, but when you wake up in the morning and you stretch that first time, how your muscles feel really good in that first stretch. when I have, for whatever reason, when my body's just needing it and I eat the right beef and it just hits perfect, it's like I'm in a continuous stretch that day. Like my muscles are just some sort of feeling like just good, like therapeutic or something. It's really the weirdest thing, but it happens to me a lot when I'm eating beef and I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean,
And I
it's
feel
just
like nothing else makes you feel, for me, nothing, no other kind of meat makes me feel as good as beef does. So,
right.
I mean, I think I heard maybe Lindy or one of you guys talking earlier about the fact that you eat some certain kinds of meat like chicken.
Yeah.
And if you eat chicken, it tastes good and everything, but it doesn't give you that satiated and just fully
It doesn't have the
stretching.
fat
Doesn't
content.
make you feel like you've been stretching,
No, doesn't.
So,
Doesn't.
yeah,
It's only the beef
it
for me.
doesn't.
So actually, I take that back. For me, it's beef and raw salmon. Both of those do that for me.
Okay.
Beef and raw
Raw
salmon.
salmon's
Right.
great.
Mm.
Raw tuna is fantastic too.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a
I
really
have to
good
think
one.
about that next time I go for sushi. Like, is this sushi making
Sashimi.
me feel, yeah, the sashimi making me feel really good? Because
Yeah.
I haven't found anything else that makes me feel that good, as well as like particularly ribeye.
Yep.
It just feels so good to eat it.
Yeah. And the only way too, if I have a little bit of vinegar with the ribeye, it breaks
Mm.
down that fat that much faster. And I get almost the same kind of energy high that I used to kind of get from caffeine and sugar, like in energy drinks. I'll get that from a real fatty meat if I use something to help emulsify the fat to like break it down. My body absorbs it quicker, and I like just a shot of energy. I love that feeling.
But does the when you
Interesting.
do that though, does it last as long? Does it
The
yeah, are you
feeling,
still
yeah, it still
hungry?
does. It carries me longer. But I think coming from me, it's because I have digestive problems. I think I'm still fighting them, but it's only gone away in like the last probably 6 weeks since I started priming and doing amino acids.
Right.
It finally went away. And I can tell you that for sure. Because when I was first priming on with the steak and butter gang, it would take me, 8 hours to digest the steak. It would still be in my gut. And then after doing that, the priming and doing the amino acids, I got ravenous one day, just like we
And
were
the
talking,
vinegar
like when
too.
your body, yeah, and the vinegar. Yep. I was doing the vinegar. And then finally, I got ravenous and I ate 4 pounds of meat in one meal. And my body digested it in 3.5 hours. And I went and ate another 4 pounds of meat. I could not believe
Wow.
it.
Yep.
Could not believe it.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, I was that way for 4 days. I ate over 30 pounds of meat in 4 days. It
Oh
was
my
insane.
gosh.
And
Wow.
I've seen the pictures.
That's a great effort, dude.
oh, it was crazy. And I, like today I was actually fairly hungry. I had probably 3.5 pounds of meat all day, but usually I ate around 2 pounds of meat is a normal day. And I had never eaten anything close to that, but my gut got better and my body just wanted it. I can't, like you said, not to put too much information out there, but I ate all that meat in 4 days and I didn't go to the bathroom. Like I just absorbed everything. I put close to 40 pounds of meat in me and I just absorbed it. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I never seen like it.
Amazing.
And
The body will absorb, so much with the carnivore diet, like just meat. There's so many great things that get out of it, so many nutrients that your body just craves. Like I say it all the time, your body doesn't crave calories. And like, it's like, that's, what, 4 pounds, 6 pounds of meat you eat in one day. How many calories would that be? It doesn't, and you'd still lose weight.
Right.
It's incredible. Your body doesn't crave calories; it craves nutrients.
for sure.
That is so interesting about the pounds of meat. I was listening to somebody talking recently, outside of the carnivore community, about they think that meat just sits in your body and like rots inside your body and it doesn't pass through. Like if you eat all that meat and you don't go to the bathroom,
Right.
they're thinking that it's just sitting inside your body, just rotting, like, and
Right.
it just not passing through. But it's actually that your body is
Absorbs
actually
it.
absorbing all of those nutrients.
It is.
That's
It really
incredible.
is. And And there's a guy, I'm trying to think of his name now. He's on Homestead How a lot. He's, I think he's from London or something, England, but he kind of had his colon taken out. So he's got one of the bags. And he was saying he had the benefit of seeing how his body digests the meat because it goes through out and goes through really quick. And he was like, no, it's the vegetables and it's the vegetables and the onions and stuff that stay for days. He goes, when I eat meat, it just comes back literally just liquid. It goes through me so fast and it's all liquid. And he said, my body just absorbs it. He goes, that's nonsense. He said, the stuff that stays in your body is
everything else.
It's everything is the fiber and the nonsense, the hyper processed crap. He said, that's what stays in your body.
Yeah.
So I found that was really
interesting. Fiber is just more sugar as well. And people eat lots of seeds and nuts and things like that. That's stuff you can't digest.
Yeah.
It just sits in your colon and your digestive tract until you push it out.
Yeah.
That's what's going to sit down and rot.
Yeah, exactly. Meaning wellness. His name is Kent Carnivore. Yep, exactly. Yep. Yeah, it's so amazing.
Fascinating. I mean, it's just so opposite of everything that we've been taught.
Yeah,
it's incredible how opposite everything is.
Yeah, well, I mean, the lack of gas and stuff, the gas and bloating from eating meat, you never get gas and bloating. You don't burp anymore. It's all gone. Right. And it's just like, well, that's obvious, that this is right. Like we weren't supposed to sit here being a bloated up, swollen up,
belching all the time and stuff, right?
Person, that was like I think we all probably knew down deep that wasn't right, but now we know for sure that there's a way better way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think I'm gonna have to go see what's going on at the fireworks stand. My fireworks stand is about a quarter of a mile from here, and all of a sudden I can hear. I think the kids that are working there are lighting off all my fireworks. You're just holy hell is breaking loose behind me right now. You guys can't hear. No. I think the boys got bored.
Well, thank you guys
samples away.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Hey,
and for all you guys, we're going to be doing interviews after the first of the year, and we want to come do a round of interviews with you guys and return the favor too. So
absolutely, I'm there.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, guys.
New Year, everyone.
Take care.
All right. Well,
our stream starts at 4 p.m. our time. If you guys are up, feel free to join us. I'll put a link in the subs in the comments as well, so you can come and join us.
Yeah, please do. Well, I'll definitely stop in. So I'll probably be out at the stand wanting to know where my fireworks are, but I'll stop in on my phone for sure.
No worries. All right, guys. Good to see you again. Take care.
Happy New Year. Take care, DC.
Happy New Year, man. All right. Well, that was fun. I don't know. These live streams are getting funner every week.
No, it was excellent.
For sure. Man, well, this was fun. Thank you guys all so much for staying with us so long and testing out our subscription giveaways. I just started thinking about this. Seeing as how we gave them away at the end of the month, did they only get them for a day?
No, they're good for 30 days.
Okay, good. They're good for 30 days. I was like,
the moment they start. Yeah, they're good to the moment they start.
I was thinking, man, it's going to suck if they get kicked out tomorrow.
No, it's not like that.
Oh,
man. Can we do that more next week, or we've got to wait a month?
We should have them as soon as January comes. Boom.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, so this was way fun.
We'll just keep them and we'll give them out throughout the month.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Do 5 a week or something. Take it in turns.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
That was fun. I appreciate you guys. And we will see you
next year.
Yeah. I mean, woof. Yeah. This is the last of 2023.
And I think next week is our anniversary, isn't it?
That's right.
Yes,
yep, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
And we'll
show
be
will be on the
Sunday
7th.
the 7th. Sunday the
Yeah.
7th.
And Coach Emily will be joining us because it's her 3rd anniversary.
Yep. So we're gonna have 6 months carniversary with Michael, 1 year carniversary with me, 2-year carniversary with Lindy. There we go. There we go with Lindy, and then 3-year with Emily. So
Emily.
You want to touch horns?
there we go. Wait a minute. There,
Oh.
you're on the wrong side. You're on the wrong
What
side.
do you mean I'm on the wrong side?
You're on the wrong side.
No, because it's
Yeah, right there. This is
Oh.
on my screen. This is where we're lining up.
oh, you're on the wrong side.
Okay. Never mind. That's
Inside joke.
it'll look funny on my screen, but well, and then okay.
I'll edit the video.
All right. The story next week.
All right, guys. We appreciate y'all. And thank you for hanging out with us and laughing with us. And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
See you next year. And we'll go back to our normal Sundays now that we're through the holidays. So we'll be on Sundays. But I think we're going to be doing it at the same time zone, maybe an hour earlier. I haven't decided, or we haven't decided yet either. We got to talk about it and see. But I think right in there, roughly. But same rough area. So.
All right. Excellent. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.